Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Sheldon Moore. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right, man. How you feeling, dog?
Hey, man, living life. Football season's underway. Waiting for waiting for the league to start. Man, when you starting the league again?
A week before the season start.
And when do we get the freaking the order? When does that happen?
That's that. Probably a couple of days before the draft. Probably either next week or a couple of days before the draft.
Next week. When?
I haven't decided yet.
And the season
Haven't
starts on the
decided.
4th.
Yep. And we
Like I said,
draft a week before that.
so that Thursday. So the
Mm-hmm.
28th, technically. Yeah.
Really that weekend, so everybody can
Oh
have a
yeah,
chance to sit down.
30. 30. So 30th or 31st.
Yep.
Man, I just want you to I just want that if you go give us a basically if you go give us 4 days to have an order, I have no problem with it. I just want that time limit to be short. I want that to be a minute long. Don't be doing no minute 30.
Man, look, everybody should know who they picking
No.
by now.
Okay then. So why okay, if that's the case, then put it on a minute then. Put it on a minute. If you think everybody should know what they doing, put it on a minute. Put the time on a minute, brother. Because 1:30, boy, it be that people be taking the longest time. Be sitting there. Sweet time. But now, though, let's get it started, man. Of course, we are going to start with another football topic. Football season is upon us. And, we're both guys from Chicago, but I think Charles is more of a Bears fan than me. Let's talk about Caleb Williams' debut that happened last Sunday, man. He looked really good under Ben Johnson, like 2 series, though. But he did look really good. What is your take on Caleb Williams in his preseason debut under Ben Johnson?
I thought it was. Well, if I'm being honest, I'm gonna go with amazing. I thought it was amazing. It looked effortless. He came out there. I think they threw more passes than they did runs. But he looked real sharp out there. And then afterwards, Ben Johnson, he did an interview, and he said that this is the same game script I run every preseason, and the offense during the season is gonna look way different than what he did, during those 2 drives, but. Caleb looked real good during those 2 drives. I like the way he looked poised. He knew where he was going with the football. He made some great plays, and I can't wait. We utilize our tight ends a lot, so I think Loveland and Komet is going to be a big part of this offense and open up this offense this year. Only thing that I am kind of worried about is DJ Moore. I wonder how he's going to use DJ Moore. For the most part, it looks like DJ Moore is just going to run out routes, to the sidelines. Well, that's what they showed us, but I wonder if DJ Moore is really going to be that true number one for us, or is it going to be spread around throughout everybody? Because it's a lot of mouths to feed, so I wonder how he's going to keep everybody happy too. But the offense looks great, the defense looks great. To be honest with you, I think the Bears have a chance to be a top 10 defense and offense in the league. But it really just depends on how far Caleb can take us this year. He's definitely getting those 4,000 yards too. He's getting them 4,000 yards this year.
You putting up money, so you
I
can't.
already
Hey,
put a FanDuel bet.
I was about to
Bet on
ask.
it.
I was
I
about to
already
ask.
did it.
I was about to ask. Did you know FanDuel got the thing? It say 4,000, and I think it's 4,500 yards. I was like, yeah, they got
He ain't
that.
getting 45. I don't think he's getting 45, but he's getting 4.
Caleb Williams was 6 for 10, 107 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, like I said, it was he only played 2 series. Technically 2 series. Like, that was it. But what I saw was that is going to show us a lot. He got the ball out quick because he took a lot of sacks last year. He took, 68 sacks last year. I think that's an NFL record. I think that was an NFL record, 68 sacks. So, him just able to get the ball out quickly, because I saw on ESPN, like, they were showing, like, the time and how long he was, like, in the pocket. They just got the ball out. Every throw, I think, on the first drive, he got it out with 2 seconds. And that's good. Just get out in 2 seconds. Because if it's longer than that, it's not good. You got to think of it as Madden, bro. You can't be holding the ball forever, because eventually you either going to throw an incompletion, a pick, or get sacked.
Yep.
But him, He was able to get the ball out quickly, and I just like the offense. And like you said, you brought up 2 tight ends. Ben Johnson was doing that with the Lions with Laporta. I can't think of the other tight end's name, but he was doing that too. So he likes to use a lot of 2 tight end sets. That's why he drafted Loveland with I think it was the 10th pick. It was either 9th or 10th pick. One of them, my bad. But that's why he did it. And you got Luther Burden, who was supposed to be a top wide receiver, was supposed to go in the first round, but I think it was like route running issues, something about that. I think that's why he went kind of low in he not low, but he went in the second round. That's why he went down, because he was supposed to be a first round pick, but he slipped. We got Roma Doomsday. I don't think Roma Doomsday really had like a amazing rookie year, but let's see how he is under Ben Johnson and DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore is still going to eat. He still is wide receiver 1. See, the thing is, like, Amon Ra was the number 1, but he was kind of more in the slot. DJ really isn't like a slot guy, but I still think he's going to eat. And top 10 defense might be a stretch, but top 10 offense might be a stretch. Top 10 defense, I'm with you on that one. I'm definitely with you. I agree with that. Like, the Bears always had a good defense, and they got a lot of good defensive players this year, but the offense is going to be the question, bro. If the offense is good enough, they could shock a lot of people and win that division, bro. You still got the Lions. They still at the top. The Vikings are going to be good even under J.J. McCarthy. And Jordan Love and the Packers, they're a good team, but people question Jordan Love. People question him. So as long as Caleb Williams could have a great year too, I think they could shock some people. And, we got to wait and see.
I mean, we got a new offensive line, so his protection should definitely be better. And if he's decisive like this and gets the ball out quickly, it's not far-fetched to say we have a top 10 offense, because we got all the pieces. We literally have all the pieces. We just got to put it all together.
With you as the resident Bears fan, and you are the only Bears fan on this platform, so you have to go with everybody in our group chat. Majority of them are Bears fans or whatever like that. So I want you to predict the schedule. You know football enough, bro. I think you are at the point where you know what you're talking about. I believe what you are saying, bro. Maybe like 5 years ago, no, but I think now you know what you're talking about. I think you're good. So I do want to ask. So I want you to predict the Bears schedule. Vikings at the Bears on Monday Night Football.
We at home or they at home?
Vikings at the Bears.
W. We getting the first win of the season, baby.
Bears at the Lions.
I think it's gonna be a close game, but I'm gonna go L.
Cowboys at the Bears.
W.
Bears at the Raiders.
At the Raiders?
Yep.
W.
Bears at the Commanders, the miracle game, a rematch of the miracle game.
W. We getting our lick back.
So what's that? 4-1 already?
1. Yep.
Saints and the Bears.
W.
Bears at the Ravens.
L.
Bears at the Bengals.
L.
Giants at the Bears.
W.
Bears at the Vikings.
Bears at the Vikings. W.
Steelers at the Bears.
L.
Bears at the Eagles.
L.
Bears at the Packers.
W.
Browns at the Bears.
W.
Packers at the Bears.
W.
Bears at the 49ers.
Bears at L.
Lions at the Bears to close out the season.
W.
So you think they're gonna sweep the Packers and sweep the Vikings?
Yep.
You think they're gonna sweep them?
Yep.
I
don't believe in J.J. McCarthy like that. I know he's talented, but we haven't seen anything from him yet. So I don't believe in him. And their defense isn't too crazy. So I think Caleb could tear apart their defense. So yeah, I got them winning both. I got them sweeping the Vikings for sure. Nah, I gave them an L against the Lions, so they should be 1-1 with the Lions. But I got them sweeping the Packers though. I don't think the Packers gonna do it this year.
So that's
So what's
like
that
10
about?
wins.
It was
That's like 10
yeah, that's
wins.
like 10-5, 10-5 or something like that. Well, no, not 10-5, 10
No,
and
it'd be
0.
like
It's like
10 and
11 and
7.
something.
It'd be like 10
It's
and
11 and
7.
something.
Because you said Vikings, you said swept Vikings, swept Packers. That's already 4.
Mm-hmm.
You said Cowboys, that's 5. Raiders is 6. Commanders is 7. Saints is 8. Giants is 9. Then you said Browns
One
is
against the
10.
Lions,
So they
and then the
split with the
Lions.
Lion. So okay,
Yeah, they
so
split the Lions.
11 and 6. You think they can get
Yeah.
11 wins? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
Because the defense is already there. It literally just depends on if Caleb can make the offense function or not. That's literally it.
11 and 6. That's basic. That's at least, well, that's definitely almost a wild card team. And the NFC isn't really like, it's not a lot of powerhouse teams. Okay. 11 and 6. I'm just shocked that you have them sweeping Vikings. Like they just gonna sweep them and the Packers. And the Packers have had
I
their
told
number
you
forever.
with the Vikings, JJ McCarthy, we have to see what type of quarterback he is. And I believe that Caleb Williams can pick apart their defense. They don't have a great defense.
They do actually have a great defense. They really do. They really do. With Brian Flores, they have a really good defense.
I'm not a believer.
No, bro. They had a good defense last year. They
I'm
have a really
not a
good
believer.
defense.
With our
Bro,
upgraded offensive line, I don't think that the Vikings are going to cause us any problems defensively. I think Caleb will be able to pick apart their defense.
they had like a top 10 defense last year under Brian Flores. And it's not like he left. He's still there. So
And
they
then with the
had a good
Packers,
defense.
I don't believe in Jordan Love. I feel like last year was low key kind of a fluke. And I hate the Packers anyway, so I'm going to get the Packers regardless.
What? Yeah, because didn't you say no, you said CJ Stroud, what was it, 2 years ago? You said CJ Stroud was better than Jordan Love, something like that?
Yep, and I still believe that.
I feel like at this point they're the same. I feel like no one clears the other at this point.
I mean, CJ had a down year last year, so
Yeah, he
we'll
did
see
have a
this year.
down year. So that's what I'm saying. This is both their second years because Jordan Love been there forever, but this is second year. Like this is his third year, I think, starting. Yeah, third year. This is third year as a starting quarterback. So I feel like in the last 2 years they kind of been the same. So it's like I don't think no one clears the other. I haven't seen no one clear.
CJ's more talented. I think CJ's more talented than him.
But I don't.
I think he's more accurate. I think his IQ is better.
So from what you've seen the last 2 years, you think CJ just clears him?
I wouldn't say clears
asking.
him, but he's better than him for sure. I wouldn't say clears him, but
That's fine. I'm just saying. I don't think none of them clear. I don't think none of them. I think they're in the same realm. Like they're like CJ is probably what, maybe like 8th best quarterback. Jordan Love probably like 9, 10. They in that same range. I don't think no one clears the other. And one last football thing I do want to ask: Dillon Gabriel. His debut was it was last Saturday. He went 13 for 18 for 143 yards. He did throw a pick 6 and fumbled the ball. So what was your thoughts on his debut?
I mean, besides the two turnovers that he had, he played okay. But I think I said the last part he was gonna have like 2 turn. I said he was gonna have 2 NOs, but he ended up having 2 turnovers in general. So I mean, I expected Dillon Gabriel to do Dillon Gabriel things. I think that they just drafted him out of spite of Shador, but I think Shador is obviously ahead of him on the depth chart. Kenny Pickett's back healthy too, so he might play. He's going to play this last preseason game, so we see what Kenny Pickett does as well. But as far as Dillon Gabriel, I said it last part. That man is boo boo. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do.
You just said he played decent. How you gonna say he boo boo, but he played decent?
Because he had 2 turnovers. He had
But
2
you just
turnovers.
said he played decent. You
Bro,
just said that.
I said besides those 2 turnovers, he played decent, but including those 2 turnovers, he played butt, bro. Bro, you're going against the second and third stringers, bro, and you got 2 turnovers, a fumble, and a pick. That pick six was terrible. Why would you throw it to 2? You see 2 of your players are running the same route, basically. Why wouldn't you just throw it away? That was a bad decision. You've been in college for 6 years. You was in college for 6 years. You should have known that was a bad decision off the bat. But he threw it anyways. That man has a low IQ as a quarterback, bro. That man's butt. That decision right there showed me and told me everything I needed to know.
You know what's crazy? He still probably be ahead of Shador on the depth chart anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Honestly, though,
I don't think he will.
huh?
I don't think he will.
I would not be shocked if that man's still ahead of him. It's just, bro, we just saw it. Like, Shador played really good. Dillon Gabriel didn't even step on the field, but somehow it's still ahead. How do we do that? That's all I'm saying.
I think that's an optics. I think that's an optics thing. You know how like they like to play with the media and stuff like that. So I think that's one of those things where by the start of the season, Shador should definitely be ahead of him on the depth chart. I think just right now they're just doing that because of the optics. That's literally it.
Like, I bet you the depth chart this week, Shador was probably still fourth. Like, I didn't see it, so I'm not gonna, but I bet it was. Me personally, though, like I said, the 2 picks, whatever. The 1 pick, the pick 6, I do agree that was a bad throw. He tried to split. If you look on the replay, you do see him wide. You do kind of see a little bit of opening, but it still was bad. Like you said, should have threw it away. Then the fumble, that was just a bad handoff. You fumbled. But he started out decent. I think he got the opening touch. No, they got 3 points. They got a field goal, I think. It was like he was leading them down the field, then they wouldn't score. And I think that's what I was looking for. I was like, you're leading them down the field, but y'all getting only 3 points or no points. That's not helping your case. When Shador was in, he led them to scores. He was leading them to scores. That's what showed out with him. But with Dillon, he played okay. It's just he couldn't get them to score. But in football, you need to score. So that kind of hurt him. So I'm like, if I had to give him like a grade, I would have gave him
C.
I gave him a C minus. I give him a C minus. Like, I was either debating a D or a C minus. But I just feel like he kind of hurt himself a little bit. But with politics in play, bro, depending on how they both play tomorrow, not today's Thursday, on Saturday, because I think all 3 are playing Kenny Pickett, Shador, and Dillon Gabriel, depending on how they all play. I feel like they still gonna have Shador 4th only because of politics. I really believe that, bro. Because Kenny Pickett is a veteran. I get that. You want to keep him up ahead. I get that part. Dillon Gabriel was the he's the third round pick. It's politics, bro. You gotta put him you gotta keep him ahead just because of politics. And Shador was the 5th round pick. So we gotta keep him as a 5th round pick, even though he played way better than Dillon. So that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. I feel like both of them. Shador played really good. I gave Shador I gave him like a A, B plus. Dillon gets like a C minus. Gets like a C minus or whatever. So, that is what it is. Let me read these. What we talking about today, man? We talked about some football, some NBA. Star said they saying Caleb too slow. Look quicker in the preseason.
I think Caleb's gonna do a lot of more QB round designated QB rounds too. I think he's gonna do a lot of that this year. Well, not a lot, but
I said besides the 2 picks, you add the 2 picks. He played boo-boo. LMAO. Shador got a colluding lawsuit brewing. I ain't gonna say all that. But we're gonna have to see on Saturday. We'll have to see on Saturday. But let's get it started, man. Let's talk about these 2K ratings, man. You are the 2K guy. You play 2K all the time. Before we get into the rankings, I just want to ask you what you think of 2K, like just overall, what you've seen, like the clips, what people are saying, like Mike Wang and Ronnie 2K. What's your thoughts on 2K just in general?
First and foremost, anybody in the chat or anybody that follows us, if you guys want to come play me, you guys are more than welcome to come get y'all ass bust. But I mean, bro, 2K is the same every single year, bro. My player this year looks promising. But for the most part, 2K is gonna do what 2K does, and that's mess up the game every single year. So, but as far as right now, it always looks good before it comes out until you actually play it. So yeah, I think it comes out in a couple of days. It comes out in a couple of days. If you got the
Early
early
release.
access, yeah, if you got early access, it comes out in a couple of days. But I'm excited for it. I get 2K every year, bro. I love 2K. It's the best basketball game out, even though they don't listen to their community.
It's the only basketball game out.
But yeah, I thought it looks promising. It looks promising. So
it's the only basketball game out, brother. So you got no choice but to love it. Look, man, 2K is 2K. I really stopped playing 2K probably since like 2020, legit. Like, because it's the same thing, bro. And then everybody just be crying on the internet saying, "Oh my gosh, fix this, fix this." They're not gonna fix it, bro. They're not gonna let some random people on the internet dictate how they want to make their game. They're gonna make their game how they want to make it. So if they want the city to be this, they're gonna make the city this. If they want my player to do this, they want my player to do that. It is what it is, bro. I'm just tired of the people like hyping it up, knowing it's not gonna be good. Like that's what's gonna piss me off. Like you guys know it's not gonna be good, but y'all gonna hype it up anyway. But
it looked promising. My player looked promising at least.
I saw that they you gotta start like an overseas, then get to the NBA. Something like that. That's what I saw.
Only thing I didn't like, bro, they had Caitlin Clark dunking on LeBron James. Like, bro, be for real.
That's very unrealistic.
Like, come on, now, be for real.
So you like them integrating like the women's and like a my team? You like that?
Yeah, I mess with it.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark dunking on LeBron was very unrealistic. It will never happen. But let's get into these ratings, man. What's your take on these ratings, bro?
Well, as far let's start with the rookies. Now Cooper Flag, I know he was one of the most hyped coming out, bro. He's an 82 overall, bro. Last year, Zachariah Richardson and Alex Sarr, they were both 75. So he come out better than them off back. And then Wemby, when he came out, was an 84, and Cooper's an 82. I don't think Cooper is close to Wemby like that to be an 82. And Wemby was an 84 coming out. But I felt like Cooper should at least been like an 80. Like, bro, every year it's like these rookies get higher and higher and higher. Bro, Cooper Flag, he's better than every person from last year's draft class. Him and Stephon Castle, they both 82s. But other than that, he's better than everybody in that draft class. Bro, he hasn't played one NBA game yet. He's played 2 summer league games. And he's already at 82. 80, I can see an 80. I'm not mad at no 80. 79, 80, I'm not mad at it. But at 82, dog, bro, he's better than most players in the league right now on 2K. On 2K wise, bro. Like that's insane. That's insane. But for the most part, besides that Cooper Flag 82, I thought they did decent with the ratings for the rookies. They got Dillon Harper at a 78. Ace Bailey at a 77, VJ at a 76, Knipple and Trey at 75, and Malawach at 74. So I didn't think that was bad.
Igor Dillon 72.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that either. But the ones that did shock me was the De'Aaron Fox 80. I mean, everybody been talking about that one, but the De'Aaron Fox 85, bro. Bro, De'Aaron Fox is not an 85, bro. If anything, he should have been an 88, 89, bro. He is not no 85.
I ain't gonna go that far. I say like an 87.
He should at least be an 8. Nah, bro. He should at least be an 88, 89, bro.
That's basically a 90. He's not close to a 90.
Nah, he's close to a 90, bro.
87.
Nah, 87 is a little bit. 88 is the nice medium. 87 is still a little bit too low.
Not really. I'm looking at it now. Like, I'm just looking at, okay, so right now, Ja's a 91. Devin Booker's a 91. He ain't better than them. He not. And if you talk about 89,
that's why I said he's an 89. He's an 89.
He's not better than them.
Bro,
He's
89,
basically right next
89.
to them, though. But he's basically on their level. He's not on their levels, though. This is what I'm
The
saying.
people that's an 89 in 2K is Paulo. Paulo deserves to be 89. Evan Mobley, Pascal, James. James Harden should at least be a 90. He shouldn't be no 89. He should still be a 90. Jaren Jackson, Bam, Chet, Dame is an 88. He should be in that range, bro. I think he played better than Darius Garland last year.
Nah, he was hurt. He was hurt majority of the year. I can't say that.
They have a men higher than him at 87.
Now that's crazy. I give you that one. A men, because a men, what, like an 80, what? Like 85, 87, something like that?
He at 87. He's 87.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I do think right now De'Aaron Fox is better than a man, right now at least. But you said an 80, 88, 89. And I think the 89
I'll give him like an 88, 89.
Because Devin Booker is a 90 and Ja's a 91. That's basically saying he's right there with them, but he's not better than them. But he's not
when you cross that 90, when you get that 90 threshold, you on 2K, you a whole totally different player, bro. Like, so that 89, 88, like, it may be close to a 91, but it's not the same, Jay. It's not the same.
You're right there, bro. Like, if I'm putting
because depending on badges and all type of shit, bro.
Now the Jaren Jackson one, I can agree. I don't know if he's 89. I think he might be in the 86, 87 range.
87,
I would put him in. I'll put him there, but he ain't the 89. He's not up there with, say, James Harden, Pascal, Evan Mobley, Paulo, Kyrie. He's not better than them. He's not. Like, he's just not better than them. But De'Aaron Fox, yeah, I think 85 is low. I give you that. But 87, I think it's right there because I'm looking at 87s right now are Sabonis, Sengun, LaMelo, Garland, Zion, Zubats, Derek White. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. But Jimmy Butler and a man, I think he's right there. In that range with those guys.
And then, I don't even think Chet's an 88, to be honest with you. I don't think Chet did anything to be an 88. I was going to say like an 86.
Who's in the 80s? 86 range is only 486. Then that is Julius Randle. He's better than him. Franz, I take Chet. Jamal Murray's definitely better than Jamal. And Tyrese Maxey better than Tyler Hero. He's better than him. So I put him at 87. 87 is like the Ben Thompsons and all them. They got Austin Reeves at an 85.
Austin Reeves shouldn't be no. I think Austin Reeves like an 83. Like an 83, 84.
He higher over Scotty Barnes. Technically.
Come on now. Shit, he higher than Porzingis. He's higher than Laurie. He's higher than Brandon Ingram. Jared Allen. Jared Allen should at least be like an 80. Jared Allen should be like an 86, bro. Jared Allen should be like an 86. Jared Allen played really well last year.
I agree. 80. I'm cool with 85. I'm cool with that. I think one of the things that got me is probably Norman Powell. Norman Powell's an 84. I don't know if he's 84. I think he's probably in the 80 range. I think he's there.
I'll just go down one. I'll give him like an 83, 82, 83. I think an 83 is perfect for him. Because he did have a breakout year last year.
He's better than Desmond Bain, brother. He ain't better than him. He's not.
Boy, playoff podcast P, that boy at 81. He on the same level as Alex Sarr. and Bobby Portis.
I mean,
Like, don't get me wrong.
no,
This is
Paul
the thing
George
with
better than
2K.
him.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how 2K does their ratings. I don't know if they base it off of their performances last year or they just do what they think they should be, bro. Because if we being honest, Paul George is still at least an 85, 86,
He was
87
bad
in
last
that
year.
range.
He was terrible, bro. He was terrible.
He was.
He was bad. He was
But
really bad. He was really bad last year. You know, first option Paul George, he was bad. He was bad last year, brother.
He was injured most of that year too.
No, but when he played, he was trash.
He was injured majority of the year.
But when he played, he was trash.
He was playing through injuries, man.
Then why
bro, your boy Andrew Nembhard the same. Your boy Andrew Nembhard the same overall as him.
Andrew Nembhard was better than him last year. That's just facts. He was. He was playing. He was better than him. He was better than him. Bro, you even said it yourself. Even though Paul George was hurt, he was still bad. He played bad last year, bro. Like, there's no if, ands, or but it, bro. Paul George was bad. Now, 81 might be a little disrespectful. I think 83 is cool.
Cooper Flagg is better than him. So you telling me Cooper Flagg is better than Paul George, and Cooper Flagg ain't touched a foot in the NBA yet?
No, I think 2K goes on what you did last year, and where do you think we should rate you? Because Paul George is better than Bobby Portis. He shouldn't be on the same level.
John Collins is better than him.
He shouldn't be on the same level as Paul George. I agree with that. Do you have any what are your takes on the top 10?
But I think these ratings are trash, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they messed up the ratings. Of course they gonna get fixed with the updates and stuff, but I think they kind of trash.
What's your take on the top
10? Yeah. Top 10, you got Jokic, Shea, Giannis all at 98s. You got Luka and LeBron at 96. Steph and Tatum at a 95. I think Tatum should be like a 96.
They changed the ratings. LeBron not a 90. You said what it was, LeBron?
96.
He's not that no more. They changed it.
What is it?
I think. No, wait. Oh, never mind. I'm tweaking. I thought they changed it to 95. Okay, my bad. No, Steph is the 95. Steph the 95.
Yeah, but I think Tatum should at least be a 96. I think he should be in that Luka and Bron range. Ant, I ain't mad at Ant's rating. Victor at a 94 is low key OD. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think so.
I low key think they just going off potential, bro. Victor was hurt most of last year. Don't get me wrong, he did play really well last year when he did play, but I think he's like a 92, like a low 90. I don't think he's damn near a 95 already. And then they got KD at a 93. KD should be in that same range with Bron, Luka, and Steph, and Jason Tatum.
I will put KD at a 95, not 96, because LeBron and Luka are still better than him. They're still better.
He should be in that 4 to 7 range, though. He should definitely be in that 4 to 7 range. However you want to put him, cool, but he should at least be in that range. But I'm not mad at the top 3. The top 3, I'm not mad at.
Giannis damn near just be a 98 with them.
Giannis is a 98. He ain't 98.
Oh, he was 97.
Nah, he a 98.
They must have changed it. They must have updated it.
But Ant at a 94, I ain't mad at that either.
So Ant at a 94, but so Ant should be higher than Wemby. I think Ant already higher than Wemby, right? Ant at a 90, what? 4?
On 2K, yeah, I think on 2K25, I think Ant is higher than Wemby.
What about this one?
They the same on this one. On 2K26, they the same overall.
Where did I see it, bro?
But yeah, I ain't mad at the top 10 though. I ain't mad. Your boy Joel at 92.
I'm not shocked. He been hurt.
They got J-Dub at a 90. I feel like they gave J-Dub a 90 just because he won the ring. I don't think J-Dub.
Okay, yeah, they changed the ratings. Yeah, so this is so Giannis is a 97. The 90 Shea and Jokic are the only 98s. Luka's a 95. Anthony Edwards is a 95. Curry's a
Oh, so they upped
94.
them.
Yeah, this is from the actual 2K on Twitter. So this is coming from them. Steph a 94. LeBron's a 94. Jason Tatum's a 94. Vic's a 94. And KD is a 93.
So they dropped Steph and upped Ant and dropped
Yes.
Giannis.
Yeah. Even that's why I was like, Giannis should be a 98. I think Giannis should be like right there. I already think Giannis better than Shea anyway. So I mean, I think I ain't gonna say, yeah, I just think Giannis should be a 98. Vic
I
at a
think the
94.
ratings this
Oh,
year.
go ahead.
I was gonna just say the ratings this year, they low key OD, bro. I don't mess with them. I don't mess with them. That Cooper 82 is throwing me off. I ain't gonna lie. You basically saying he in the top 100 already, and the man ain't never set foot on them up. He ain't never set foot on the court yet.
I ain't gonna
And he in the
lie.
top 100 already.
I ain't
He's
gonna
a
lie
top
though.
100 player already.
So where should he? So he should be outside the top 100.
Yes, he should be like a 79, 80. He shouldn't even be in the top 100.
There's some players though he's probably better than though.
So he's better than Bobby Portis right now. He's better than Shaden Sharp. He's better than Jalen Johnson right now. He's better than Quickly. He's better than Okongwu.
Yes,
He's better than Paul George.
Well, Paul George has another slump.
He's better than DeJounte. He's better than Drew. He's better than Walker Kessler. He's better than Jaden McDaniels. He's better than Hardenstein. He's better than Trey Murphy. He's better than Suggs. He's better than Jalen Duran. He's better than Nikola Vucevic. He's better than Nas Reed. He's better than Denny. He's better than Brandon Miller. He's better than Aaron Gordon. He's better than Josh Giddey.
He better than some of them guys you named. He better than some of them guys you just named. I ain't gonna lie. He better than some of them.
Bro, he ain't played not one game in the NBA yet. We don't even know what he gonna do.
That's like we probably did the same with Victor. We knew Victor Wembanyama was better than Bobby Portis.
That's different.
We knew that.
7'3". He's 7'3".
So we're just using the height? Okay, so the height is the deal breaker.
He was a mismatch. He's a mismatch. He's a mismatch. Bro, he's 7'3". Can't nobody block his shot. He's a mismatch demon already. Cooper Flag is the same height, damn near as everybody else in the NBA.
Anyway, so you're saying it
Bro, he's a rookie. He's a rookie that can't shoot. He a rookie that can't shoot, that can barely dribble, that ain't got no post moves, that ain't got no type of other skill set that rebound and hustling and defense. And this man is an 82 already.
Who you think better, Quickly or Cooper Flag?
Right now, I would take Quickly over Cooper Flag, only because he has more experience in the NBA.
I'm not.
But if we're going off talent and potential, it's obviously Cooper. But right now, I think Emmanuel Quickly. I would take Emmanuel Quickly over Cooper because Emmanuel Quickly knows the NBA, has played in the NBA, knows how to
2 years ago, who
run
would
an
you
NBA
take?
team.
So 2 years ago, who you would have taken? Victor Wembanyama or Norman Powell?
Victor. Bro, he's 7'3".
I understand that. I'm just saying, with Victor, we didn't know what was gonna happen, but a lot of people knew he was just better than some guys already in the NBA. But with Cooper, it's just like, damn, he just can't be better than Bobby Portis. He just can't be better than Emmanuel Quickly. He's better than them. I would take him over them. Like, he's better than them.
82.
I think 80. I'd probably say 81, 80. I think about that range. I think that's cool. I don't have a problem with that.
So that boy ain't did nothing in the NBA yet, and y'all giving this man an 82 already.
Victor didn't do nothing either. But we already put him higher than some of these other NBA players.
He's not better than Jalen Duran. He's not better than Nikola Vucevic.
He might be, bro.
He's not better than right now. He's not better than them. He's not better than Nas Reed right now. He's not better than Denny right now. I don't even think he's better than Trey Murphy right now. Because how you gonna put him better than them? And he can't. I don't even think Cooper's gonna average 15 to 16 points his first year in the league. So how you gonna? He can't. I don't even think he's gonna be an efficient scorer his first year in the league. Only thing he's gonna really do this year is hustle plays, defense, And that's about it. And he's gonna score easy transition buckets, bro. Other than that, he has no offensive skill set. How can
But
you
you're
give
not
somebody who doesn't even have an offensive skill set yet an 82?
you're not high on him anyway. So it's just like
Dog, he should
you
be a
say
79,
all this.
80.
It's like what can I say? It's like, but you was not high on him even last year when he was in college. So
What has he showed you to give him an 82?
but what did Victor show us? What did Victor show?
Victor,
I just
we
want you
saw
to be
Victor.
consistent. That's all I'm asking.
We
I just
saw
want you to be consistent.
we saw Victor Wembanyama kill against other pros. On top of that, Victor is 7'3". Can't nobody guard him because he's the tallest player. Well, he's not the tallest. I think the dude on the Mavericks is the tallest player, the rookie off the Mavericks. He's like 7'4". But Victor 7'3" with a handle and that can shoot. Well, we already knew he was gonna be good. We just
Why
didn't know
can't
if
we
he was
do the
gonna be
same
able
thing with
to
Cooper
last
Flag?
physically because Cooper Flag cannot shoot. He can barely dribble. He
What
can't
if he
shoot. He can
what if
barely
he
dribble.
translates
He
different to
has
the
no
NBA?
post skills. He has no
What
post skills. Victor had post skills. He had dribble moves. He has a three. He had a mid range. He had a hook shot. Victor had a whole bunch of things. Cooper Flag doesn't have none of that.
bro, all I'm saying is I'm just saying like we saw Cooper then you want to put we saw him at the pro level. Understandable, I get that, but we can't act like Cooper ain't just dominate at the highest level of college. Like we can't act like
Bro,
that didn't happen. I just want you
damn
we
near,
didn't see Victor, but we already claimed him of being higher than some of these players, but we can't do the same thing with Cooper Flag. Like I'm
bro.
just
Cooper
saying. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Cooper Flag was one of the most athletic people in college. Even though he dominated, he was one of the most athletic people in college. Him going to the NBA now, he is not one of the most athletic. He's like an average athlete now. In college, he was above average athlete. In the NBA, he's an average athlete now. It's two different things, dog.
Again, you're not even high on him anyway.
That
You're
has
not even
nothing to
high
do.
on
That has nothing
him.
to
You're
do.
not even high on him.
That has nothing to do with
Because
analyzing
what
his
you're
skill
saying
set
is
and his
I
talent.
understand why you think this way because you was never high on him to begin with. You
No,
was never
dog,
high on him.
bro. You
What
have to look at the
what was Paulo's
bro.
rating
The
when he
game.
came in? What was Paulo's rating when he came in?
Let me
Can you
see.
look that up real quick, please? Let me read these chats real quick while you look that up. Facts. Caitlin Clark can't even dunk on Caitlin Clark. That's wild. She's dunking on Bron. That was a crazy video. I'm not gonna lie. De'Aaron Fox is
He was
87 on 2K25.
84. He was an 84 his rookie year. Come on now. No. 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 No.
Don't do that. Don't do
No.
Don't do
Because
that, brother.
in college, Paulo showed no. In college, Paulo showed a post. He showed post skills. He showed footwork. He had a shot. He showed his skill set. What skill set did Cooper Flag show in college, Sheldon?
But why was he at 84 though? How can he be at 84?
Answer that. I just told you why. What skill set did Cooper Flag show in college to give him an 82 overall?
So just because of the skill set. Okay, I got you. I don't think he
show
showed
us?
as much skill set
show
as
us?
Paulo. But all I'm saying is Paulo's a rookie. How could he be at 84? How come Cooper can't be at 82? But we can't act like he wasn't good. But he was good. Like, doesn't
I never
matter.
said he wasn't.
But
I
that
never said he
doesn't matter
wasn't.
about the skill set. He was good.
It does.
Not
It
really.
does.
I don't think so.
It's a reason why Matisse Thybulle is a low rating versus somebody like a Tamari Kamara. What's dude from the Blazers? Kamara. Like Thybulle has no type of offensive skill set at all. Kamara can at least dribble. He can pass. He can defend. He could shoot the three. He could do more things than Thibault, which is why his rating is higher. And they're both 3-and-D guys.
Can you look up? This is probably the last guy. Can you look up Zion's?
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Can you please look it up, sir? Can you please look it up? I'm just asking. Because I mean, Paulo's a rookie.
He higher than Zion. He higher than Zion. Zion was an 81.
I mean, to some people, all Zion did was just dunk.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
People saying that's what the streets gonna be. That's what the streets gonna say. All he did was just dunk. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, brother. That's all I'm saying, brother.
Oh my god! The difference is Zion is a generational athlete. Cooper Flag is not a generational athlete. In the NBA, he is an average athlete. Hey, in the NBA, Zion is an above average athlete.
Hey, this one of the most hyped rookies since LeBron. That gets you 82.
Chat, does Cooper Flag deserve to be an 82 overall?
Bro.
Does he deserve to be an 82 overall?
Did Wemby deserve to be an 84?
No,
his rookie
he didn't.
Year?
No, he didn't. I would say
did Paulo deserve to be an 84 his rookie year?
No.
Okay.
He should have.
Okay. All I'm saying,
I mean, all rookies. There's some rookies. There's some rookies that are above the exception. Like, I think to be above an 80, but I think a 79, 80 should be the threshold for rookies coming in until they show you something different. I think Victor and Paulo should have been like a 81, 82. No higher than that. But the fact that Cooper Flag is higher than Zion is crazy. That's crazy.
Hey,
who had the better college season, Zion or Cooper Flag?
Well, technically Cooper, because he went to the Final Four. Technically, if you want to say I'm
talking about statistical wise, not.
It was Zion.
Statistical.
Zion.
Okay, because ratings are individual. They're an individual rating. It's not what your team did. It's what you did. So if Zion had a better statistical season than Cooper Flag, why the hell is Cooper Flag higher than Zion?
Because I feel like at that
rookies before they even enter the NBA, Cooper Flag was better than Zion. You would take Cooper Flag over Zion?
No, I would have taken Zion.
So what the hell are we doing here, 2K?
I was just taking Zion. They're consistent though. They're being consistent. They're giving these hype rookies 80 high 80s. Actually, these not even high. These are low 80s. Not even high. These are low 80s. 82 is cool. So Dillon Harper should have at least got an 80 or like a 79 or something.
79. You should have gave him a 79. Cooper should have been an 80. Harper should have been a 79. Ace 77, VJ 76. And I'm cool. The rest is cool to me. The rest is cool. It's just that Cooper Flag 82, dog.
Hey man, I'm just saying, like, because Cooper averaged 19, 7, 4 with a block, a steal. 48 from the field, 38 from the three. Who said that? What Duke person said that? No, I think it was Coach K. He said Zion, not Zion. Cooper Flag is probably the greatest Duke rookie ever. Well, freshman ever. My bad. It's probably the greatest freshman ever.
How can he say that when Jahlil Okafor won you a ring his freshman year?
I think it's because I think Cooper was doing basically everything. Like he led, like that was crazy. Like I'm not gonna lie, whatever you think of him, leading your team in every type of statistical stat for a whole year is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's great. That's amazing, bro. I'm not hating on Cooper Flag. I'm looking at his game, not because he's white, not because he's whatever y'all think. I'm really just looking at his game. I'm just saying, not you. I'm just saying, if anybody else thinks that I'm hating on him because of that, that's not the case at all. I'm looking at his game. His game does not say 82 overall.
So what should Zion be? What you think he should have been?
I would have gave Zion an 82 coming out.
Interesting. Yeah, Zion averaged 22 points, basically 9 boards, 2 assists, Damn near 2
Now look at
blocks, 2 steals, 68 from the field, 33 from the three. He really take 30.
Now look at it like this. We knew Zion coming out was gonna be a top NBA player. We knew that. Cooper Flag coming out is question marks if he's gonna be a top NBA player or not. We knew for a fact Zion was gonna be a top NBA, a top 30 player in the top 30, 40, even 50 player in the NBA coming out.
I ain't gonna say 30. I would just say like we just knew. Okay, for me at least. I'll say for me, I just like, okay, he's a generational talent. That's all I thought of. I just thought of generational. Saying like top 30, I don't know. Well, obviously we know now because injuries playing a part, yada yada. But then I didn't know. I just was like, yes, he's a generational talent. And to the same, Cooper is to some is a generational talent to an extent. I mean, 2K being consistent. If you are this great rookie, well, great freshman going into the NBA, we're gonna give you a high rating for a rookie. I think that's cool. I think that's okay. That's not a problem. 82 is not a problem.
Come on, dog.
So I got a question. So if AJ DeBasa has a good year next year, what do you think his rating is gonna be?
I don't think it's gonna be an 84.
I guarantee you it'll be an 80.
You know, it's gonna be at least an 80, but it's not gonna be no 84.
It'll probably be an 82, just like Cooper. It'll probably be the same thing, bro. Hey, man. Hey, let me read these real quick. With the Raiders, I can be an 85. Oh, wow, Francisco. Okay. PG-13.
Francisco, you ain't got no 3 ball.
Thank you. He was.
You ain't got no 3 ball, Francisco.
Better performance on the podcast. Yeah, Cooper Flag is very similar to what Zion was.
Zion was more dominant in college.
All right, man. Let's move on to the one hard-hitting question for every Western Conference team. Let's start. I think last week I started. So let's start in order. Well, I don't know if you did it in order from the standings. That's how I do it just to make things easier.
Yeah. So first is the Thunder.
Yeah.
I got, can we win again? And can we turn this team into a dynasty team? We've seen the Western Conference getting better. We've seen the Nuggets upgrade. We've seen the Rockets upgrade, the Clippers, the Lakers. And the Thunder didn't really do anything besides sign their players back. So with all the other teams in the West getting better, that poses the question for the Thunder: can we win again now? Do we have enough to win again, or do we have enough to turn this team into a dynasty?
My question for the Thunder is who loses minutes? Because we know like the key role players obviously was like Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, but Charles talked about it. Yeah, Casey Wallace. But Charles talked about it kind of early in the summer. Like AJ Mitchell was good in summer league and he didn't need to play. So does AJ Mitchell get more minutes? Obviously, you got Topic now. He's gonna play? I think he's gonna play. How many minutes? I have no clue. But I think those guys probably should get some run this year. And I do think like probably going into next summer, I think majority of those guys won't be on the team anymore. So my question is who loses some minutes on this team? Who you think will lose some minutes? You think somebody will lose some minutes?
Aaron.
Or you think
Aaron,
they keep the same?
Wiggins. I think Casey Wallace is still going. He's gonna be a 6-man out the man. Because then you still got Alex Caruso on the bench too.
Yeah.
I think Casey is definitely he's still gonna play. But I think Aaron and Isaiah Joe, they might lose some minutes.
Yeah, I agree with like the Aaron Wiggins because Isaiah Joe, he's a really good shooter. Just can't play no defense. And Aaron Wiggins, I ain't gonna lie, man. That Pacers series, bro. He was low-key. It was like one game he was good, but man, I felt like he was trying to do too much, bro. Like every time he
played consistent the whole year.
That's fine. I'm going out to just the finals, bro. Like if you watching the finals, he'll hit a 3, cool, but then when he tried to drive, either brick or turnover. Same way, bro. I'm just like, brother, what are you doing? Like, come on, man. But I do think some guys are gonna lose some minutes. All right, let's continue.
For the Rockets, I got will KD get us over the hump? We talked about that last year. They needed some more offensive firepower. We know their defense is going to be good. But now with Jalen Green gone, and now that you got KD, where else is the scoring going to come from? Hopefully, a man takes the next step with this jump shot. Hopefully, Fred. Now that Jalen Green's gone, Fred might get some more shot attempts. And you still got Sengun. But will KD lead us over the hump? If the team has everything that they need, but not only is KD a new acquisition to the team, don't get me wrong, KD can fit anywhere he goes, but you still have to get team chemistry down. So will KD get us over the hump this year?
Think KD can get them all out, man. We Rockets FC over here, but it's Lakers FC first all the way. But my question is, can Reed Shepherd live up to the third pick? Because I think this is a big year for Reed Shepherd. And technically, I don't know what you think of him. Like, what position is he? Like, I think he's going to be the backup point guard, and they need him. They need his shooting, if we're being honest. Because if we think about it, I think we could both agree, like, in the rotation, he's probably the second best shooter on that team. Second or third, at least.
Yeah, I say third, probably third.
Second or third. Like, if you want to say like Fred or whatever, that's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. But either KD, second or third best. Yeah, KD was first. That's why I just said second or third. But yeah, I think this is a big year for Reed Shepherd, man. You were the third pick, and yes, you didn't play a lot last year because it was just too deep. But now the Rockets are dependent on you to basically step up when the starters go out, and you the lead to orchestrate the offense when Fred is out or Kevin Durant is out. So can Fred VanVleet live up to the third pick? And can Amen improve his jump shot? I think his jump shot is the key this year. But overall, can Reed Shepherd live up to the third pick, man? You think he can this year? This is a big year for him.
Can he? I wouldn't say can he live. Well, that draft class was kind of weak anyways. So the third pick wasn't really the third pick. Or it should have been like the third pick hype. But I don't think he's gonna live up to that third pick hype. I think he's gonna play well, but as far as the third pick hype, now next to Lakers, do we have enough? I know you got Marcus Smart, and I know you got Ayton, but that bench is still terrible. So the same thing as last year. You guys had a decent starting five, but we could tell that what hurt you guys in the playoffs was a bench and a bid. But you still don't have a bench. So now you have to rely on a 40-year-old LeBron James to play heavy minutes, and we need to conserve LeBron to the playoffs. So my question for them is, do we have enough?
Do we have enough? Oh, man. It depends. It really depends, bro, because the Lakers, like, on the bench, you got Gabe Vincent, who's going to play. Jared Vanderbilt is probably their best defensive player, but his offense is so bad. Jackson Hayes is whatever. Jake LaRavia is playing because you paid him, you gave him some money. And Dalton Connect, I don't know how a year or two.
Brownie's gonna get some take this year.
The more I look at it now, I can't see it now. I can't see it. I don't know where he gets it now. I don't know where he gets at least the consistent minutes. Like, I know we talked about like him playing like 15 minutes. With the moves they made, I don't know where he gets it because it looks like they're keeping the same starters: Luka, Reeves, Rui, LeBron, DeAndre Ayton right there. I know y'all don't like Gabe Vincent. That's fine. That's whatever. But Gabe Vincent is most likely going to play. Marcus Smart is definitely going to play. Jared Vanderbilt is going to play because of defense. Jake LaRavia is playing because you gave him because he was the first free agent off the board. And Jackson Hayes is only playing because you just need a center. You just need a backup center. So and Dalton Connect, whatever. Now that I look, it's like, where can Bronny get 15 minutes every single night? I don't know. I feel like, could Bronny get in for, say, 5 minutes? Maybe, but I think it's good. I'm starting to think it's going to be like last year. He only comes in when it's a blowout. I'm starting to think that way now.
Before you go, Francisco, if KD doesn't lead this team to the finals, at least, I don't know. I think it's kind of ruined his legacy, or at least it confirms he couldn't be the first option to a ring.
I don't think it ruins his
What you
legacy.
think?
I don't think
I don't think it ruins his legacy. But what you think about the second part? It confirms that he can't be a first option on a championship team.
Well, I think he was the first option even on the Warriors, so that kind of defeats that. I don't believe that. I think he had a chance. His foot was just on the line in Brooklyn, and the Suns, it was just bad. So we could just throw that out the window. But KD showed, in my opinion, KD showed he was the first option on the Warriors and led the teams to the finals. Well, he didn't lead them, but he was, in my opinion, number one. Steph was number two. So I do think Kevin Durant is a first option, and he can lead his team. I think if he does this year, I don't think they need to make the finals. I think they at least got to get to conference finals. I think they got to at least get there. If they can get there, and I think it could be a successful season for them. But if he wins, it enhances his legacy. But if he loses, nothing happens. Kevin Durant is still a top 15, 20 player ever. So it doesn't matter.
I do think it confirms, though, that he can't win on his own. I do think it confirms that because this team, I feel like this team is low key. Well, it's not as far as star power, it's not better than that Brooklyn team, but as far as an overall team, I think it's better than that Brooklyn team. And so you literally have no weak spots on this team at all. And you're obviously the best player on this team. But I think it does confirm that if you don't at least get to the conference finals or win, that KD can't do it by himself. He can't lead the team to a championship.
Well, a lot of these stars had help. I feel like they all had help. And the Rockets do got a weakness. I think the weakness of the Rockets is like their shooting. I don't think they have enough shooting on that team, for being honest, in my opinion. Like, if you think about it, if you look at like their bench, who on the bench can go and get a bucket?
Tari Eason. Tari Eason can go get a bucket, bro.
Okay. I think he's a good player. I ain't gonna say just go out there and like give me like.
I'm not saying.
Okay, I got a question. Can he go get a bucket
Jordan
like
Clarkson?
Norman Powell can? That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like a Jordan Clarkson and Norman Powell coming off the bench could go get you buckets. They don't have that. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they have that. Tari Eason's a good player. I just don't think he can go out there and
he averaged 12 last year. He averaged 12 last year.
But not like, but you know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean, bro. Like, no. You know exactly what I mean. That's why I was saying, can he go out there and be like Norman Powell? I don't think he can. I don't think he can. But yeah, but now is not. But oh, what was you about to say?
No, go finish. What you saying?
Oh, but with the Lakers, my question for the Lakers is, what's the expectation? Because Rob damn near just said it. They worried about 27. And Charles just said it 5 minutes ago. The bench is bad. So you got your star heavy with Luka and LeBron. Reeves is a good third option. DeAndre Ayton is whatever. But the bench isn't good. Rob Pelinka basically just said they only worried about 27 when they can really get another star. So what is the expectation this year with LeBron and Luka? Is it championship, or is it just to be a really good team and kind of hope we get to the conference finals or finals like how it was in 23 when the Lakers? I don't think a lot of people had the Lakers at like this legit championship team. It was just they were good and then they just made it to the conference finals and lost to Denver. So what's your expectation this year for the Los Angeles Lakers? That's my question.
I think that the Lakers should at least, even though the West is very competitive now, I feel like ceiling is Western Conference Finals. That or the finals. I feel like that's the ceiling for them. In order to have a successful season, you at least got to make it to the second round. You have to.
So ceiling is WCF or finals, but the
finals.
But the floor is second round. The floor is
floor is second round.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Now our next team, the Denver Nuggets. My question for the Denver Nuggets is, can we gel quickly? Because getting off to a slow start in the NBA, you don't want to get off to a slow start to start the season. You want to get off to a fast start. That way, things like injuries happen in the middle of the season or towards the end of the season, and you need to rest guys and you want to have a decent enough cushion on your record. That way, when it's time for the playoffs, like I said, you can rest guys and guys can get back healthy. So my question for them is how quickly can we gel? I know you're bringing in Bruce Brown, who's been on that team before, but it's a new coach. It might be a new system, a new offense, new defensive schemes. So how well can all those him, Cam Johnson, how well can all those new acquisitions gel with the team, and can you guys get off to a fast start?
My question for the Nuggets is this the year they get it done? This is their best. This is their best year. This is their best team. They on paper they probably had in the Jokic era. You like Charles said, you got Jonas Valanciunas, traded, signed Bruce Brown, traded for Cam Johnson, signed Tim Hardaway Jr. The young guys, this is their third year in the league now, thinking they gonna get better. But this team is really good. And is this the year they could get it done, bro? Because the last couple of years they did get it done. They had good teams, but with this new and improved roster, can they finally get it done again, man? Jokic can't be going out here only with one ring. So that's my question. Is this the year they get it done?
To be
Shout out
honest
to
with
the
you,
10 people in the chat.
I honestly think they have a good chance at making the finals, bro. Because they too deep. I think they can gel together quickly. I think, of course, it's going to be rough to start the season, though, but I don't think they're going to get off to a slow start. I think the beginning of the season is going to be decent. But I honestly can see them going to the finals, bro, because they too deep. They got shooting, they got defensive players. Peyton Watson is really good defensively. Braun is good defensively. Christian Braun, he's good defensively. You got a backup big now. They low key got it all. You think they gonna sign your boy back, Westbrook?
Nah, no, they don't need him. Man, how times have changed when Julian Schroeder should have started over Christian Braun. Crazy, right?
He was a better shooter. That's why.
And he wasn't a better player.
They needed points,
but he wasn't a better player though. He was not better than him. You know that. We ain't doing that.
Next team, Los Angeles Clippers. Next team is the Los Angeles Clippers. My question for them is, can we stay healthy? And are we too old? We've seen teams in the past, like the fancies, the Brooklyn Nets, when they got Paul Pierce and KG and Joe Johnson and Deron Williams. They was a nice team on paper, but they were all old. They were all past their primes at that stage of their careers. So my question for the Clippers is, can we stay healthy, and are we too old?
That was actually my question. Is age going to be a factor stopping us from winning? Bro, they said these the old timers because they all damn near like 35 and up. Bro, Chris Paul is 40. Kawhi is like 30. Kawhi is low-key like the youngest to a degree. Like out of that group, he's like the youngest. He's the help. Yeah, his body not though. His body not. Bro, Kawhi is very young. Kawhi is kind of young, bro. Like Kawhi is technically he's 34. He's 34. But he played like he's 40. His body's like 40 though. Bradley Beal is 32. Like Bogdanovich is 33. Batum is 36. Brook Lopez is 37. Like, bro, this team is old. And will the age just stop them? Because, bro, you know, when you get older, man, the injuries linger longer. And you do, knock on wood, everybody can stay healthy. But yeah, we got the same question, man. Will age be a factor for this team, man? Because this is the old team, but a lot of people still got them going far though. Just gotta pray
they still, they still my sleeper team.
Hey, I'm now look at it, bro. Chris Paul probably ain't gonna play either. I know
he does.
I don't think so, bro.
If he does, I low-key think they're gonna save him for the playoffs, bro. Because Chris Paul, I wouldn't say he's a playoff riser, but he shows up in the playoffs, bro. Chris Paul is still clutch. He can still knock down open shots, clutch shots. I was still trusting Chris Paul, bro. I think he is gonna play some minutes because who's gonna run that second unit?
Well, technically, this is my thing. Because like you can only play so many people, bro. Like so the bench unit, Brook Lopez, I think Bogdanovich plays. Derrick Jones, I think he plays. I don't think Batum plays as much. And I think you have to play Chris Dunn. I think his defense means so much to them. I think he has to play. Is he going to play like how he did last year, like 30-plus minutes? Probably not. But I do believe he has to at least play close to 15, probably close to 20 minutes.
I mean, only reason why I say Chris Paul plays because James Harden, Kawhi, and Bradley Beal are all ISO scorers. And James Harden, even though he can pass the ball and he's a willing passer, Bradley Beal is going to need somebody to set him up. And Chris Paul is going to be that guy. Chris Dunn is not the same point guard. Yes, he's very good defensively, but he's not the same point guard that Chris Paul is. So when Bradley Beal plays with that second unit, Chris Paul is going to play so Bradley Beal can still be comfortable and get his shots up and eat too. So I think they're going to play both of those guys together.
How many minutes you think he plays?
Who, Chris Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Less than 25.
I don't think it's 20. It's not 20.
Less than
I don't
25.
think he plays 20. Hell no. He ain't playing no 25.
No,
That's
I said less than 25.
No, I'm just saying, like 25 is like 6-man hopper. That's like a 6-man right there. He ain't no damn 6-man.
Not playing. I'll probably see him playing around like 20 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes for him. You just said they want to save him for the playoffs. That's a
5
lot of
minutes each quarter. 5 minutes each quarter.
I don't think that happens. I don't think so.
Because the starter's gonna come out. The starter's gonna come out around the 5-minute mark. So he's gonna close. He's gonna close the first, and then play 5 minutes into the second, and then he's gonna play probably either the end of the third and the start of the fourth, or he might close the fourth with them.
20 minutes.
He's gonna get at least.
You think he's gonna play 82 like he did this past year?
He could if he doesn't play that many high minutes. He could.
Would you do it?
Would I play him every game
for 20 minutes?
Yeah, I would. Chris Paul can still hoop, and he's a great leader, bro. Every team Chris Paul has been on has elevated. He's a great player. He can still give you something. He can still give you something.
But the man was never a superstar, though.
He can still give you something right now. I would play Chris Paul 20 minutes tonight because we still need Bradley Beal. We need Bradley Beal to be happy, and we need Bradley Beal to be in rhythm still.
Somebody ain't gonna get no
him in that starting lineup. I can see Derrick Jones not getting on. I can see Derrick Jones not getting some. Because Chris, like you said, Chris Dunn has to play. Chris Dunn has to play.
That's a small backcourt. I don't know. I gotta see him preseason. Give me preseason to see what Ty Lue draws up. All right, let's go. Let's move
on. Next team, Timberwolves. My question for them is just the year that we get over the hump. We made it to the Western Conference the last couple of years, and we brought back the same guys. It's a year. People didn't even have us get into the Western Conference last year. But we did, and now we brought back the same guys. Another year under our belt together. So can we get over the hump this year?
I hope. Because if you go to the WCF 3 times and lose again, that's crazy. That's crazy. At that point, bro, it's just like, this just ain't working, bro. At that point, this just ain't it. Like, at this point, bro, because that means changes are going to be made. Guarantee you changes will be made if they go to the WCF and they lose again. Chris Finch might get the boot. I ain't going to lie. And I think he's a good coach. He just can't be the guy that gets us over the hump. It's just that. It's like Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau is a good coach. Just can't probably be the guy that gets us over the hump. My question for the Timberwolves is, can the second-year guys make an impact? Can Terrence Shannon make an impact? I think Rob Dillingham is going to get way more minutes this year because Mike Conley is too old. And he kind of showed in the playoffs, bro. Mike Conley was low-key he just wasn't good, like in the playoffs. And he showed his age. And I think Rob Dillingham, I wouldn't be shocked if Rob Dillingham takes his first spot sometime next year. I don't know when. Don't ask me. I just feel like I wouldn't be shocked if he takes the starting job at some point. It could be December, March, I don't know. But it could be sometime next year Rob might take the starting spot. Because Mike Conley's just too old. I think he still brings the shooting. He'd like the leadership with Chris Paul too, but at some point, bro, if you ain't doing nothing, We got to put a younger guy in there. So my question is, can the second guys make an impact and can replicate the shooting from last year, basically shooting 40%? Because we all thought he wasn't going to continue it, but he basically continued it last year. So can Ant replicate the 3-point shooting he did last year? That's my question.
I think Terrence Shannon is gonna have a bigger impact than Rob. Because even though Rob, he's really good and he has a skill set to play in the league, and right now he's better than Mike Conley. Mike Conley still brings that IQ and that defensive IQ. So even though he's old, he can still play great team defense. And I don't think, as far as defensive wise, Rob Dillonham's defensive IQ is up there. So I think Terrence Shannon will definitely play, because even if he does take Mike Conley's starting spot, I could see them closing without him. I could see Terrence Shannon closing with them, not only because he's 6'6" and athletic, he's decent defensively, and he can shoot the 3-ball. So I think Terrence Shannon's gonna have a bigger impact than Rob will.
I agree.
Next team, Golden State Warriors. My question for them is when to say when. As far as, Steph's getting older. You guys didn't make any moves in the offseason. Jimmy's getting older. Draymond's getting older. So when is the time to say this is over with and blow it all up and start your rebuild? When to say when?
When Steph go, that's when it
They
ends.
gonna ride it till the wheels fall off?
Yeah. Well,
I
they're
told you,
gonna be milking Steph Curry until that man say I'm done.
Bro, I'm one of them guys where I'd rather be a year early than a year late, bro. Because you want to start your rebuild. So it's like I'll trade Steph, not at right at the end, but before then, so I can at least get something back from him to try to rebuild my team and fast track that rebuild.
So you're the type of GM, you basically don't care like, hey, Steph he has the honor of if he wants to go or not. If we just think we just need to rebuild, we just go to get rid of the man. You that type. Or you go, or you or
Well,
Steph.
with Steph is different because he made this franchise. But I'm saying like as far as regardless, not saying Steph, but like for instance, like I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good player. But basically, like a Jimmy, like what the Heat did, like what Pat Riley did. Like I would trade Jimmy if I know my team is not gonna win anything in the next couple of years with Jimmy, or in this case Steph. I would trade them early, right before, so I can start my fast track my rebuild. Because the Warriors are not gonna win anything in the next couple of years. They could win, but realistically, they're not gonna win a championship in the next 3 to 4 years.
So you would get rid of Steph. You ain't letting Steph have the power.
No,
That's
Steph. Steph. I'm letting Steph ride it out, but the other ones, they can go.
So you good. But I mean, Steph is your prize. So basically, the faster rebuild, you will have to get rid of him. That's what I'm saying. You will have to get rid of him because you're going to get the most back.
Bron, you can't let Bron go. You let Bron go out on his own terms. You let Steph go out on his own terms. Those type of players you let go out on their own terms.
I'm just saying, bro. If we think that we're not, like you said, if we think we're not gonna win and we need to get to this rebuild now, technically, you have to get rid of stuff. You have to, because he brings back the most value.
Jimmy. You still got Jimmy, bro,
but he don't bring the value like him though. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying he don't bring the value, like, bruh.
No, I get that. I'm just saying Steph, Bron, those are the type of players you let them walk out on their own terms. Could you trade them? Yes, you could, but it wouldn't. It's like the whole the Dallas Mavericks Luka trade. You know how much blowback they gonna get if they do that?
Do what?
And you have to hit you if they trade Steph.
The Dallas Mavericks.
If Mike Dunn, no, I'm saying it's in the same equivalent. How when they traded Luka, the Dallas Mavericks got all that slack and all that backlash and all that hate after they traded Luka. If you do the same thing with Steph, it's going to be the same thing, if not worse, from Mike Dunleavy.
That's different, though, because Luka was young. Steph is like 36, 37. He's older. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
different,
but he
though. I
made
get what you
he
saying,
made
though.
that franchise. He made that franchise.
I understand that, but from what your logic is, if we want to fast this rebuild, knowing we're not gonna win, we gotta get rid of him. That's what I'm saying. And you said we still got Jimmy, but Jimmy's not gonna bring back the same as Steph. That's all I'm saying.
He's gonna bring back something though. He's
Not
definitely.
like Steph, though.
It's like the whole Michael Jordan and Wizards thing. Michael
Bro.
Jordan, they knew he wasn't winning no damn ring, but Michael Jordan was out there hooping with the Wizards because he was Michael Jordan, and they team was butt. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the Warriors. We're gonna have Steph out there hooping, so it's time for him to
Look, this is what I'm saying.
retire him.
We just saw they sent out the trade for look, this is what I'm saying. With Steph Curry, hypothetically, we traded him to the Heat, right? We can get back probably Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins, 2-3 first round picks, probably another player. But if I send Jimmy to the freaking Heat, we probably get Andrew Wiggins back, Nikola Jovic. Like, we ain't getting nowhere near what Steph is. That's all I'm saying. Like, we want to fast this rebuild, we would have to trade our best player. Like, we would just have to. Jimmy is a good player, but he's not gonna bring back like what Steph. And I say this: if LeBron didn't have that player option, I think Rob Pelinka would have got rid of his ass. I ain't gonna cap. I'll probably do the same thing. I don't have bro. You know what people be giving back for LeBron James? They get back a lot, and LeBron is 40. They get back something decent. Bro, if I could get back from LeBron James at 40 years old, if I could get back, because what was that trade we was talking about like a couple of weeks ago? I think it was like DeAndre Hunter, probably Jared Allen, and probably one more player. Yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat. I'd do that in a heartbeat for LeBron. Surround Luka with some good players. But my question for the Warriors is, will the Kuminga trade be a distraction for the team? We know, man, Kuminga want to get out of there. The Warriors ain't trying to pay him. And that could loom over the organization's head all year. And I don't know Kuminga. I don't know his personality. He could be that petty guy, man. He could be out there wanting to go get his own, knowing damn well, like, you shouldn't be getting your own bucket or whatever. Could be a bad influence in the locker room because he don't really want to be there. So will this Kuminga trade really loom over the Warriors' head? Because this is a distraction. We're still talking about this in freaking August, about to be in September. And if he stays on that team, it's going to loom all over the organization, all the way up to possibly trade deadline. So will the Kuminga trade situation loom over the Warriors' head?
Not only that, it might mess with them, after Steph and them retire, because it's like people go to Golden State for who? Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and that system. So seeing how they did Kuminga, other players might be worried about that and be like, well, it might do me the same. So yeah, that's a great question. The next team, Memphis Grizzlies. My question for the Memphis Grizzlies: Can Ja lead us to a championship? We know Ja gets hurt every single year. Desmond Bain is gone now, so now Ja has to step it up more. So next year we can really see, the full potential of Ja Morant. So my question for them is, can Ja actually lead us to a championship? I know they don't have a championship team, but can Ja lead us to a championship?
It was kind of the same thing. I just said, can Ja be the guy? Because I don't think Ja's the guy. I think he can't lead my team to a championship. I think he's
number two.
I think he's a number two. I think if hypothetically, let's just say, who's like a really good, like, trying to think.
Number one or number two? I feel like it has to be a wing, though. Whoever it is, it has to be a wing or a big.
Like, okay, LeBron. I think LeBron, if it was Ja, LeBron would still be the guy. I wouldn't be like how it is with Luka. Like, Luka is our guy. I don't think Ja is our guy with LeBron. I still think it would be LeBron James. Like, I would still feel like LeBron has to lead us the way. I don't think Ja can lead us, bro. Like, I just think this is just like his ceiling of not like, I think he could be a better player, but I'm just talking about like ceiling of like who he is as the guy. I think he can only be a number 2 and that's it. Like his ceiling, I don't think his ceiling is number 1. I think he can only be a number 2. I think they just got like how you was talking about with the Knicks last week. They just got a bunch of number 2s. Well, I don't think Jaren Jackson number 2. I think he a number 3, but just a bunch of 2s and 3s on that team. So that was one of my questions. Then the other one was basically, would a Desmond Bain loss hurt them? You know, he
I
was
think it will.
basically, yeah, I think it will too, man. Because I mean, when you look at that team, who's your third consistent scorer?
I low key think he was a go-to scorer.
You can argue that.
Because don't get me wrong, Ja's a scorer as well, but they were feeding Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain can get his own bucket as well. I think he was more efficient and a better scorer than Jaren Jackson. So yeah, I think low key Desmond Bain was their go-to scorer.
Because I'm thinking like, I was thinking
no, go ahead.
like KCP. He's not like no legit scorer.
Mhm.
Jalen Wills is second year. I think he's gonna be better. Is it Ty Jerome off the bench is your third best scorer on the team?
Damn near, yeah.
Because Ty Jerome on the Cavs was damn near what, the 5th, 4th? I mean, it's interesting. So, yeah, will the Desmond Bain loss hurt the Memphis Grizzlies going forward?
Next team, the Sacramento Kings. My question for them: what is our direction? Where are we going? We just throwing a bunch of guys with names or signing a bunch of guys with names. We, like you said last week on the pod, we've seen you guys took what the Bulls did and got Zach LaVine and DeMar and brought it over there thinking you can make it work. And so far, it has not worked the same way it didn't work with the Bulls. And then you go and get Dennis Schroeder. So now it's talks of you trying to get Westbrook. Like you're just throwing a bunch of names together. There's no clear direction. So where are we going? What is our direction?
My question is, what the hell are we doing? That's my question. What the hell are we doing? At this point, the Kings are just kinking. They just kinking it. Like, I don't even know if that is a word, but just kinking it. They just over here just doing whatever, just got a whole bunch of guys together, and we say, hey, this our basketball team, man. I feel like they have no direction. I think they just want to be just a relevant team. Like, hey, we are the Sacramento Kings, and you go see that light that beam after every win. But I don't know how many wins y'all getting this year, man. Like, the Kings fumble, man. I think they fumbled real bad, bro. Like, they were good. They were on their way of being like this really good team.
Good team. Yep.
And it just happened, bro. Steph Curry messed them up.
You think they should have kept Tyrese? You think they should have kept Tyrese?
At that time, probably not, bro. I think De'Aaron Fox was like, you knew what he was. And I think getting Sabonis I think it was still the right move. Like, I think it was still the right move. Because then who was they big gonna be, bro? Like, they didn't have a big at that time.
No, they didn't.
Like,
Simone, Kings need to start wasting my boy Sabonis' time. He deserves better.
I think they're gonna wait till trade deadline to make moves.
Yeah, shit, because they not going nowhere.
They're not going nowhere.
Next team, the Dallas Mavericks. My question for them is, how do we develop Cooper Flag? Because right now you guys are in win now mode. And if Cooper Flag was on a lottery team, he would have the chance to take a bunch of shots, take ill-advised shots, to try to find his game offensively. But now that since he got drafted to the Dallas Mavericks and they have a great team, he's not going to be asked to carry them offensively. He's not going to be asked to do most things offensively like he would if he was on a lottery team. And the one thing with Cooper Flag that he needs to develop is his offensive game. So how are we going to work that in throughout the season when we have Anthony Davis, Kyrie potentially coming back? You got Clay, you got Najee Marshall, you got PJ Washington. We have a really great team. So they're not going to ask Cooper Flag to do as much. So how are we going to develop Cooper Flag? Because we all know in the NBA, in order to get better offensively, you need those reps. And where is he going to get those reps from? So my question for them, how are we going to develop Cooper Flag?
It's kind of the same. I said like, what's Cooper Flagg's role on the team? Because like, I already think he damn near like Kyrie's hurt, so I'm not counting him. I already think he damn near the second best player on that team. So it's like, are we using him as like an all ball player, like a slash and type forward, just play defense and hope they don't just use him in the corner? You already said he's really not a good shooter anyway, so it's like you really can't use him there. Or is he gonna be like, is he gonna handle the ball, bring up the ball, initiate the offense? Because I think Jason Kidd even like said that like the press conference or something like that. He said no, I think he said it like towards Summer League, like that's why Coop Flag was bringing the ball a lot in Summer League because he wants him to get used to just bringing the ball up. So it's like, what's his role gonna be this year? Like all ball type player, or is he gonna be like one of the focal points on the team? That's my question.
I think he's gonna literally his role on that team is gonna be to play defense, get rebounds, hustle, and knock down open shots. Like I think that's just gonna be his role. And he might play some point forward. But they got D'Lo. So and D'Lo is a decent point guard. He can run the offense. So I think that's just gonna be his role. Knock down open shots, play defense, rebound,
I could see him
and get some
initiate the
hustle points.
offense in transition though,
Yeah.
getting the
Yeah, like if he gets the
rebound, moving around.
rebound, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can
I
like
think yeah.
go push it up the court. And
Yeah.
then D'Lo's a really good shooter, and he's definitely a decent spot up shooter. So D'Lo might obviously not stand in the corner all the time, but could be in the corner for a three or something. And then Cooper Flag can pass it to him, like because like once you see like Cooper Flag just coming downhill, I'm like he ain't LeBron obviously, but you gotta treat him like
You
LeBron,
guys,
like
yeah. Yeah.
so like and then he could just pass it out to him. You gotta have a lot of shooters on the court outside of like Lively and Daniel Gafford, but I could see him doing that, like just pushing up the court, pushing the ball up the court.
Next thing, Phoenix Suns. My question for them is, can we sneak into the playoffs? Well, play in slash playoffs. Because before they made all these moves, we didn't think they were going to be anything, but they made some decent moves. And they low key have a good team. So, with this new coach, can this new coach come up with game plans? And can their offensive and defensive schemes be enough to potentially sneak into play-in slash playoffs?
My question is, who will initiate the offense? That's my question.
Booker,
It
Booker.
sucks, but because they haven't had a point guard since they traded Chris Paul. It's been about to be 3
Pious.
years now. A consistent point guard, consistent, because they was bringing Tyus Jones off the bench and stuff like that. Like who was Mike Budenholzer? Mike Budenholzer was bringing them off the bench and stuff. So it's like, who is initiate the offense? Because I keep hearing like it is Booker. They might have Jalen Green bring up the ball and initiate the offense. So it's like, who is actually going to initiate the offense for this team, bro? Like they still don't have a point guard. And I did say like, what is the goal this year? Because could they be a bad team again, or like you said, sneak into the playoffs or play in? Like the team is, like I said last week, team is better than what I thought on paper. At least it's better than what I thought. So, what is the goal this year, and who's going to initiate this offense?
Next team, the Portland Trailblazers. My question for them is, will Shaden Sharp take the next step? Will he
Mm.
become the guy for that team? We know Dame's getting older. They just traded Anthony. Now Scoot has competition with Drew and Dame, and Scoot hasn't really lived up to the hype of a number 2 overall pick. So will Shaden Sharp take that next step and become the guy for them? Because he's low key their best scorer. And then he's their glue guy. So will Shaden Sharp take the realms of the team and become that guy for them?
Then he's really good. My question is, what's next for Scoot? What's next for Scoot, man? I already think he ain't gonna start because of Drew Holiday. I think you gotta play Shaden Sharp, Denny, obviously, but like this is it for Scoot, bro. I think this is it. Like you going into year one, he was kind of hurt and in and out last year. I think you said last year he did play better, but I still didn't get number 3 overall. I still didn't get that
3
from him. I didn't get that from him. And after year 3, bro, this is where you got to be like, hey, this is just him. Like he's just this guy. And what are we getting from him this year, bro? Like, because you thought once Dame wasn't there, you thought Scoot would take over, but it just hasn't yet, bro. And now it's looking like Scoot damn near afterthought, especially with Drew Holiday. I don't know what they could do, bro. Like, yeah, so that's my question. What's next for Scoot, bro? Because this is it. This is it for him, bro. If he don't get it done this year, if he don't play good this year, I ain't gonna say he out the league, but I think Portland could be like, yeah, he's not the long-term future for us.
My thing is, so I know Dame's gonna be there next year for sure. But this year, you think they move on from Drew Holiday by trade deadline?
If they better than what we
Because
think, probably not.
mm,
If they better than last year, you was higher than them and they played better. If they play to probably how they played last year and at least probably fighting for a play-in, if they see they're fighting for a play-in in February, they probably keep him. I wouldn't be shocked, bro. I would not be shocked if they keep that man. You think they get rid of him?
next team, San Antonio Spurs. Drew, yeah, because like you said, what are we gonna do with Scoot? You guys drafted him with the number 3 overall pick for him to be your franchise point guard, and I think Scoot can. I'm not gonna say he could be the guy for y'all, but I think he's a starter level caliber player in the NBA. And the thing is, he needs more reps. Like he hasn't really had a chance to start a full 82 games. So with Drew there now, I think they move on from him. And by trade deadline, and let Scoot run the second half of the season and see what he looks like. And then when Dame comes back, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do with Scoot, to be honest. But unless they start both of them,
But
and Dame is like,
if you keep
no, I'm talking about the next year. I'm talking about the next year when Dame comes back, and I'm saying they're gonna trade Drew by trade deadline. Scoot's gonna start the second half of the season, and then the following year when Dame comes back, I think they'll probably start Scoot and Dame. Let Dame run the 2 and put at the 3, and Danny at the 4.
Danny?
At the 4.
Oh, okay.
And then Klingon at the 5.
Tamani Kamara got something to say about that, man. His defense is great. Just saying.
Next team, San Antonio Spurs. My question for San Antonio Spurs: can we keep everyone happy? Because they have a lot of bodies over there. They have a lot of guys that deserve tick. They have a lot of guys that need to play. For instance, Carter Bryant, he needs to play. Jeremy Shohan, Keldon Johnson, Dylan Harper. Like, how are you gonna find minutes for those guys? Kelly Olynyk. So it's like, how are you gonna keep all those guys happy? Stephon Castle needs to play still. So how are you gonna keep all those guys happy?
He's gonna start. Stephon's starting. So
I mean,
he's gonna
he's starting. He might not play that. He might not play that many minutes. You can still start.
He's gonna play 30. He's gonna probably play 30. He's gonna play 30. I believe it. I believe he plays 30. I just think it like the Dylan Harpers of the world. And I don't know if you saw that quote he said, and they asked him about like coming off the bench or whatever. He basically said James Harden was on the bench for the Thunder for 3-4 years, and look at him now. And he just said people just gotta wait. And he basically said I'm just be waiting, and it'll be my time. He just said it'll be my time when I'll start. So I think he just knows like what's happening. But I said, like, will the rookies make an impact? Like you said, Carter Bryant got to play. I think Dylan Harper plays, but like you said, it's a lot of mouths to feed, bro. Like De'Aaron, Stephon, Keldon, Jeremy, Luke Cornett, Kelly Olynyk. They got a lot of decent players. Yes, a lot of decent players. And it's like, I feel like Carter Bryant has to play, but I think he won't play a lot, though.
Yeah.
I know you said last week he's gonna take Jeremy Shohan minutes, and that could be true. But it's just like, man, I don't know if he gonna play a lot of minutes. Like, I feel like when we need to stop, let's say like 5 seconds left, I think he comes in. But I don't know if he's going out there and getting me 15 minutes a night. That's my thing. I just don't believe that. And Dillon Harper, is he gonna make a legit impact for them, like coming off the bench this year when they got all these like scoring options on the team? You damn near got at least 3 with Fox, Wemby, and Devin. Then it's like, will Dillon make a legit impact offensively? Defensively, I think he will though. But offensively, will he make an impact? So that's my question. Will the rookies make an impact this year?
Well, I think Dylan Harper's game. I think he's far along offensively than he is more so defensively. Because at Rutgers, he had the ball in his hands a lot, so he didn't really. He took possessions off on defense because they needed him for offense. But we really haven't seen him slide his feet like that for real, for real. So, I mean, I think he'll make a more of an impact offensively than he would defensively. But as far as Carter Bryant, I think he's Jeremy Shohan's replacement. I think they will probably end up moving on from Jeremy Shohan. If Carter Bryant, if during training camp and during preseason he shoots the ball well, I think they're gonna find minutes for him. Because defensively, I think he's better than Jeremy Shohan defensively right now. Jeremy Shohan is the bigger body and taller, but as far as lateral movement and a pest on defense, I think Carter Bryant is better. It just all depends on his shot because his offensive game isn't there yet. But if he can shoot the ball better than Jeremy Shohan, oh yeah, for sure. He definitely gonna take minutes from him this season.
Yeah.
Next team, New Orleans Pelicans. My question for them is the Zion era over with? Because he's played 214 games out of the potential 492 games. And that's basically 43%. So he's only been available for 43% of the games that he could have played. So I know he's about 25, 26.
He's young.
Yeah, but he's injured every season. Is it time to move on from Zion?
Woo! I feel like they want to, man, but I think they scared, bro. I think they scared. They scared.
As soon as you move on from him, he become healthy.
I think they scared, bro. Because I think they probably low key though. I think because he came in with RJ, so he's in year. What is this?
I think 4 or
5?
5.
No, can't be because LaMelo's in year 4, so it gotta be year 5 or 6. It gotta be 5 or 6.
Yeah, it's going into year 6.
Okay. I know they probably wanted to move on him like at least before they gave him that contract extension. But they scared, bro, and I don't blame them. I'm scared. I wouldn't want to do it either, bro. Like you said, the minute you trade him, he just magically healthy and out here dominating because we know what he is when he play. And they ain't trying to get rid of nobody like that, bro. Because Zion get hurt damn near every year. And it's like, bro, at some point you got to give up. But the talent is just too crazy to give up on. It's too crazy, bro. Like, man, but my question is, can we have a normal year? It's health issues every time with somebody. DeJounte Murray was hurt. Freaking Zion was hurt. Trey Murphy was injured. Herb Jones was in. Herb Jones was hurt. Everybody was hurt. And there's always some type of drama with Zion. Can we just have a straight up normal year this year, bro? If they have a normal year, they could surprise some people, man. I think the team is decent. I think they kind of in that Suns range. Like, it's decent, but they still probably bad. But can we just have a normal year, bro? Like, I feel like they just haven't had a healthy year, like with them.
Bro,
like, it's just always
they low key had a window. They low key had a window to win, bro. But Zion that year,
that was 21. That was 21.
When Zion was hurt.
Yeah, that was 21 when they faced the Suns in the first round. If you talk about that year,
they had a decent chance to whatchamacallit to make a run for the chip that year, bro. And it all depended on if Zion was healthy or not.
Chip is crazy, but they could have got past the Suns. Chip is crazy.
I mean, because in the second round, who? Let me go to the playoffs.
2021. They faced the Nuggets. They faced the Suns faced the Nuggets, then they faced the Clippers. Yeah, they faced the Nuggets, and then they faced the Clippers in the conference finals.
Yeah, they would have got past the Suns. Yeah, they would have got
Yeah,
past the
I don't
Suns.
think they was gonna win no chip.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna get to Denver. But that was their window. It was like a 2-year span that they had a chance to do decent in the playoffs. I think it was that 2020 and 20 no, that was the bubble season. The 21 and 22 seasons.
On the last team, man.
Last team, the Utah Jazz. My question for the Utah Jazz is: can Ace Bailey turn into a star/superstar? We know he takes ill-advised shots. We know his shot selection isn't the greatest. And there's a lot of guys in the league that have that type of game. He's good defensively, but he still needs to work on that. He's still kind of small. Um, but can he actually turn into a superstar/star, or is he just going to be a certified shot checker?
Can he turn into a star? Woo! I don't know, because it doesn't go in with this, but it kind of goes with like what's next for Lauri Markkanen, because I feel like as long as Lauri there, he's not the guy. Like, I think Lauri is still going to be the guy as long as he's there. But my real question is, who's the core for the Jazz? Who is the core? We talked about this like probably like a month ago or something. We was like, Keontae George and Isaiah Collier, those aren't like core guys. You look and be like, they're a part of this. Like, I think, and Walter Clayton, I think he could, but I still think he kind of in that range with them. H. Bailey, yeah, you say he's the core. Walker Kessler, I don't know, because they always put him in trade rumors every year. So I don't know if he is a part of your core. Lauri Markkanen, he could be, but he kind of don't fit the timeline. Then after that, it's like, who is our core? I don't think they have, like, outside of Ace Bailey, I don't think they have a legit person they can look outside on the practice court and be like, he's our core for the future. So who is the core? That is my question, man, because I don't think they have one outside of Ace Bailey. Like, yeah, when I look at Keontae George and them, I'll just be like, man, they just some okay players. They just okay, but they not like core players.
If Isaiah Curley would have took the step this year, because like I said, he still played the same. Summer League, he still played the exact same way he played last year. It didn't look like he got better at all. It don't look like his shot got better at all. If he would have looked better, like if he would have did what Cal Filipowski did, I would have said that he's a part of their core. Cal Filipowski, he might be a part of their core too.
Hey man, he's on one of these. He's on one of this, man, for breakout players. I'll just say that. But what was I about to say? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Damn, what was I about to say? I can't think of what I was about to say, bro. But if I could think of it, I'll say it again. But Cody Williams. They thought Cody Williams, man. They drafted him high. He was bad last year. He was really bad. It's bad. But let's move on. We're naming our breakout players for every team for next year, man. We're going to start in order again. Let's start with the Cavs, man. Who's your breakout player for the Cavs next year?
Evan Mobley. I know Evan Mobley, he averaged 18 and 9, about 3 assists, a steal, and almost 2 blocks. But Donovan Mitchell, I can't remember if it was Taylor Rooks or not, but he did an interview and he was saying that he wants Evan Mobley to do more. He wants Evan Mobley to score more. He wants Evan Mobley to take more shots. So I got Evan Mobley as my breakout. I think Evan Mobley can get up to that 23, 24 range. I think that's what they need for the Cavs in order to get over that hump. They need Evan Mobley to be that 23 to 25 points per game type of guy.
I don't have no star players on here to break out because I feel like if you're a star, you shouldn't break out. But for the Cavs, my breakout player is Lonzo Ball. I could see Lonzo Ball breaking out this year, man. I think he's going to get a lot more opportunity. And if you do know, I think Darius Garland is supposed to miss some time with the broken foot. So Lonzo could potentially start this year. And I wouldn't be shocked if we could get like 14 game per Lonzo, because last year Lonzo only averaged 7 points and 3 boards and 3 assists. I could see Lonzo giving me 13, 14 points off the bench, probably 5 assists, probably like 5 rebounds. I could see Lonzo breaking out for his team. He's already a good shooter, shooting 34% from 3. So I would not be shocked if Lonzo Ball breaks out on the Cavs this year. Because you say you like that move. So Lonzo Ball is my breakout player for the Cavs. Oh, the next team, the Boston Celtics. Who's your breakout player for them?
Peyton Pritchard. It was reports that Peyton Pritchard is going to start over Anthony Simons. He averaged 14 off the bench and limited. How many minutes did he play? I think he played like less than 30 for sure.
I'll say
I think
25.
Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, let me say it real quick.
Probably 25 to 27 minutes.
Yeah, Peyton Pritchard played he played 28 minutes, almost 30 minutes a game.
Close. Yeah,
he's
close.
honestly he's gonna be in the mid 30s for sure. He's gonna play 30 or more.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna break out next year. I think he's gonna average around, if he averaged 14 off the bench and 28, he's gonna get you probably about close to 20, probably about 18, 17. I think he's gonna be a bright spot for them.
I could see him getting 20. I wouldn't be shocked. Bro, he's a bucket. Peyton Pritchard's a bucket, bro. Like, I would not be shocked if he averages like 20, like exactly 20 points per game. Bro, and then he plays for Joe Mazzulla. You already know they got the green light. So he gonna chuck up threes all day. Even though it's funny, man. They don't got Tatum, Porzingis, Andrew Holiday, and they still gonna chuck up a lot of threes. So I wouldn't be shocked if Peyton Pritchard breaks out. He is on here, but I do got another player. Jordan Walsh. I would not be shocked if Jordan Walsh breaks out, man. He was a good player at Arkansas. I think he was more of a do-it-all player, but now with that bench being not the best, Tatum hurt, I think they're going to count on him a little bit more this year, bro. I think he's a decent player, bro. I just think he just can't get ticked because of the forwards in front of him with Tatum, Brown, and then Sam Hauser like on the bench because he's the first forward coming off the bench for them. I will not be shocked if Jordan Walsh breaks out for this team. I'm not saying no 15 points, but I can see him. I wouldn't be shocked if he gives me like 8 points, 10 points, 10 points or something like that. I think Jordan Walsh will play really good for them.
If his three balls falling, because he's good defensively and he can rebound and he can pass a little bit, but that three ball needs to fall.
The next team, the New York Knicks. Who's your breakout player for the Knicks?
Low key, so like it's like, it's certain teams on there. I felt like it was kind of hard to pick a breakout player, but
yeah.
I low key said OG. I think OG got a lot of confidence last year with the Knicks, and he obviously shows himself as the third best player. He averaged about 18. I think with that confidence that he had that he gained last year, I think that's gonna go up to 21 mark. I got OG.
I got Miles McBride. I think Miles McBride could break out to probably like 15 points. And I know some people gonna say, well, they do have Jordan Clarkson now, but Miles McBride is probably still their sixth man. Like once Jalen Brunson gets a breather, Cat gets a breather, they still need offense. And Miles McBride can really hoop for this team, bro. Like, he's a really good player. What they say, he got the second, third best mid-range on the game, man. Hey, yeah, use that mid-range, man. But hey, he was a good mid-range shooter, bro. That's what 2K said. He a good mid-range shooter. But I think Miles McBride can break out for the Knicks, bro. I wouldn't be shocked if he averaged close to like 14, 15 points per game off the bench. And plus, this is a different system now. He actually might break out for this team. No Tom Thibodeau not playing minutes and stuff. So I got Miles McBride. The next team we got, the Indiana Pacers. Who's your breakout player for the Pacers?
James Wiseman. He played one game last year and then he tore his ACL. But with no Tyrese, no Miles Turner, he's probably their best big offensively. And probably defensively, he's taller than Isaiah Jackson. Isaiah Jackson is like 6'9". Who else they have? Him and Huff. I think he's better than Huff. So I got James Wiseman. I think James Wiseman is going to be the Indiana Pacers breakout candidate.
Man. So you think James Wiseman can get like 25 minutes a game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he could be their starting big. If they starting,
I don't know
big,
who they starting big is. I don't even know who they starting big.
It's going to be a competition. It's going to be a competition.
Well, I did have Jay Huff. I saw a lot of backwards alley oops in his highlight tape, so that moved me. And I think Jay Huff is actually a good player. He was decent for the Grizzlies off the bench last year. Like he played pretty good minutes, so I think he could break out for them. And also Ben Mather. And I think Ben Mather, I think this is it. No Tyrese, no Miles Turner. You are clearly the third best scorer on that team. Well, actually, probably the second best scorer. You're not not the second best player, but you're the third best scorer and probably the third best player on that team. So this year to break out, bro, to probably like I wouldn't be shocked. I will not be shocked, bro, if this man give me 25. I would not be shocked. I think he can break out, bro. I mean, he already a shot chucker anyway, so I wouldn't be shocked if he averaged 25 on that team, or at least 23. I go 23. I would not be shocked because last year he averaged
16.
Yeah, bro. It's so more opportunities now. Like, who else is really scoring for you? Like, there's no Tyrese, no Miles. Like, you could go out there and get buckets now, bro. So Ben Mather and Jay Huff.
Ben Mather's a good one. That's a good one. Ben Mather's a good one.
I'm surprised you ain't naming. That's your guy.
Yeah, I mean, he already averaged 16, so I was thinking of somebody that did nothing, and that's going James Wiseman.
Next team, the Milwaukee Bucks. Who's your breakout player?
Kevin Porter Jr. With Dame gone, he might be there. Well, he should be their starting point guard. Last year he averaged about 11. How many minutes did that man play?
When he played,
he played.
He had to play a decent amount.
He played 19. He only played 19 minutes. So he only played 19 minutes. He gave you 11, almost 4 rebounds and 4 assists. So he's easily going to increase those numbers. I think he's going to go back to those Houston Rocket days when he was killing with the Houston Rockets. The man was averaging 19 at 22, 23 preseason. I think he can get back to that.
There wasn't no Giannis and no Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, but who else on that team could score? Can go get their own bucket.
Kyle Kuzma and Giannis. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Giannis is gonna be Giannis, but the point's got to come from somewhere else. Kyle Kuzma, you was talking all that shit about Kyle Kuzma. You gave me so much slack about Kyle Kuzma. Now you believe in the man?
I don't believe in him. I'm just saying Kyle Kuzma is still on that team. Kyle Kuzma is still probably gonna give you 18 points. Kyle Kuzma is still a okay player.
Kyle Kuzma only gave you 15 last year. And Dame wasn't, man. Dame was healthy.
And I still think I still think Kyle Kuzma is still probably better than KPJ right now. No, my problem is you was just believing in him enough to basically beat the Pacers. That was my problem. You believed him so much. But Kyle Kuzma is still an okay player. But at least when Kevin Porter was on the was on the Rockets, who else? First of all, that team was terrible. This team is bad.
Jalen Green was on the team that year. I think Jalen Green was on the team that year.
We know what you think of him. But and then I forgot about Bobby Portis. Like it's like, bro, I don't know, 19, damn near 20.
Nah, he probably gonna get around like 16, 17. It's gonna be close to those. It's gonna be close to that Houston Rockets year.
I mean, man, look,
he's gonna get close to that.
I don't know.
Bro, the man scored 11 points in 19 minutes. He's gonna be playing mid-30s now.
Man, with Doc Rivers,
he's man. Look,
you believed him, hey? You believed in Doc Rivers, bro.
I do not believe in Doc Rivers. I believe in Kevin Porter Jr.
Oh wow! But my player is Ryan Rollins. I think Ryan Rollins could have a legit impact on this team, and I can see him breaking out. He played if you go look at his stats when Dame was out, he played pretty good. He played pretty decent, bro, and I think he's gonna have a legit role on this team. He's gonna pass the ball to Giannis. He was a good 3-point shooter last year in his minutes. He shot 40%. Probably not a lot of minutes, but he did shoot 40%. But I can see Ryan Rollins having a big impact on this team next year. And my breakout player, man. I think Ryan Rollins is gonna break out for the Bucks. Next team, we got the Detroit Pistons. Who's your breakout player?
Jalen Duran. I think Jalen Duran last year averaged about 11, 10 rebounds, about 3 assists. So he showed he could play make a little bit. Almost a steal and almost a steal a game, and he averaged 1 block a game. I think his scoring is going to increase. And I think his assists will probably go up to like 4. Because he was already damn near at 3. I think it's gonna go up to about 4. I think he averaged about 15 points. They don't really ask him to do a lot offensively, but he has more in his offensive game than he's showing. But yeah, I think Jalen Duran is gonna be a breakout player for them.
Man, Jalen Duran is very skilled. Not skilled, but I think he's a talented player. I think he could do a lot, bro. I think it was the year before he kind of took a step back.
Now he had 13 last year. This year was his
No, I was
step
talking about
back.
the year before. Oh, okay. So
He was
you're
a
talking about
rookie.
this year. Okay, I got you. Okay. He averaged 13. That
Yeah,
this
his
year?
sophomore year. Not his
Okay,
sophomore
so
year. And
sophomore
then
year he
this
averaged
year he
13.
had
This year.
11
Okay,
or
so yeah,
11.
okay. That's my bad then. So yeah, he took a step back. He was supposed to be good because I think I had him in rookie year, man. Fantasy. Decent. He was decent. My player is I got 2 technically. Ron Holland and Asura Thompson. But really Asura. I think Asura needs to break out, bro. I think we have to get like, I know like he's not the same as his brother, but we got to get them that year when he's like, he could give me like 16 points, stuff like that. I feel like he can do it, bro. And I think this might be the year, bro. I know last year he had the blood clot, and it kind of,
That's what hurt him. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what
it
hurt
hurt
him.
him. But this year, I haven't heard nothing, no injuries, no nothing. So I think he's full go. Like when training camp starts, and this year he should be healthy. So with a healthy year, I think Asura Thompson, we could get like a 16 point per game Asura Thompson, and he could break out this year, bro. And plus, we still need a consistent second option for Cade. I don't think we had that. Could he be that? Probably. But I think Asura Thompson will break out, bro. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if he averaged like 16 points this year, or at least whatever his brother averaged. The average damn near the same.
Cause bro, like, cause last year he averaged 10 last year, but Lasor he didn't even get to train during the summer because of those blood clots. So if you can't train during the summer, bro, you're not really working on your game. This was a summer where he can actually work on his game, bro. So that's a good one. Sore is a good one. That was a good one.
Next team, the Orlando Magic. Who is your breakout player for the Magic?
Anthony Black. I think with Cole Anthony gone, now he's really gonna get those backup minutes. I think this is gonna be his 3rd year in the league. He increased his scoring from his rookie to his sophomore year. Um, he took more threes the last year as well. I think his shot's gonna get better. So yeah, I got Anthony Black.
For me, I got Jet Howard. Jet Howard was a high pick, man. And I feel like, because last week we talked about, like, well, I said for the Magic, like, will the shooting improve? I think they need his shooting. I think the shooting, like you said, with Cole Anthony gone, they need like another shooter to come off the bench and could come in the game as like, okay, he could come in and hit 2 threes off the bench to get the game, to get us going, stuff like that. And I think he can do that. I think Jet Howard is an okay player. I just think he hasn't gotten an opportunity. But now I think he will get the opportunity with no Cole Anthony, because it was like Cole Anthony, then Anthony Black. Now it's Anthony Black and Jet Howard now. So I think Jet Howard can actually make a legit impact. And he's my breakout player for the Orlando Magic. Next team we got the Miami Heat. Who's your breakout player for the Heat?
For the Heat, I got Bam, bro. I think
wow.
this is gonna be the season where Bam averages over 20 points. I think this is going to be the season where Bam gets us 23, 24, 25 points per game because Bam has it in his game. He has all the offensive tool sets. He can shoot. He can dribble. He has a turnaround, fade. I think this is the year that we see that 23, 25 point per game. Bam.
You think he'd be looking like, man, my girl better score than me?
Hey, she just dropped 30.
Bro, she dropped like 30 down in like the last like 5 games in a row, bro. Asia Wilson is hooping right now. I do want to speak of like her and Paige later, but my player for the
Hey,
Heat.
Paige. I don't know if people remember, but it was talks. People said Paige was better than Caitlin.
It
It was
was.
talks.
It was. I do want to speak. We gonna speak of that at the end. Just hope you remember. If we both remember, we gotta speak of that at the end. But for the Heat, my player is Nikola Jovic. I feel like he has to break out. He has to. Like they picked you. I don't think they picked him that high, but I think it was a first
No, I
round
think
pick.
I think he was like late lottery. I think he's like 20 something or like 19 or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. Either way, I think they're
I
waiting
can't
on his
remember.
development. They're waiting on his development, and it just hasn't worked out. And I think this is year. I think this is like year 4. I think so. We're waiting for this development. I think he could break out. Like he averaged 10 points, 4 rebounds, and stuff like that. So I think I can see him getting me
27.
close to the 27. So
Yeah.
that's a
He was
late first
27th
round.
pick. Yeah.
So he has to break out, bro. I think it's a must. Like I think he's a decent player. Just for some reason, just ain't happened yet. So my breakout player is Nikola Jovic. Now this team, the Hawks, it was
That
very
one was
hard for
hard,
me.
bro. Yeah, that was
Okay, so it
hard, bro.
wasn't me. It was hard to find a breakout player. I'm looking at like the roster, and I'm just like, I don't know. But who is your breakout player for the Atlanta Hawks?
Low key, I said a Kongu. Because with I don't think because it was either between him or Zachariah. I don't think Zachariah is gonna get that many shots though. I think Okongu's still gonna get his shots, if not a little bit more. And then with Porzingis, I don't think Porzingis is gonna be healthy the whole entire season. I think they're gonna start both, honestly. Last year Kongu averaged 13 and 9, with about a steal and a block per game. I think he's gonna probably increase that to about 15, 16. Um, Nothing too crazy, but I think that's the him or Zachariah are the only two people because Dyson already had his breakout year.
My player, man, it was hard. I said Kobe Buffkin. Because when I look at the roster, I say, who is the backup like point guard? And I know you said last week, you said, I think you brought up Kobe Buck, and I was like, is he gonna play? And I said, is he gonna play? And I'm like, shit, I don't know. So I'm looking, I'm like, man, I think he gotta break out, bro. I think this is year, like 3 or 4? And he
Yeah, three
ain't
or four.
done
Yeah, wow.
nothing. He hasn't done anything for them, bro. And I think they're gonna need some type of offense off the bench. Gonna need a second ball handler. So my player is Kobe Buffkin, man, but the Hawks was definitely the hardest team. Like that was the hardest team, bro.
This would be his. No, it'd be his third year. He only played 12 minutes last year. He only
He
played
didn't do
10 games. He only
he didn't
played
do
in
nothing.
10 games last year, bro.
He didn't do anything,
He
bro.
didn't do
And I don't know if he
nothing.
was hurt. I don't know if he was hurt, but he didn't do nothing. So let's move on. The Chicago Bulls. Who's your breakout player for the Bulls?
Oh, Montes Bazelis. Last year Montes averaged about 8 and 3. And I know it's summer league, but in the summer league he averaged 22 and 5, and he looked very comfortable. Like his moves looked more precise and clean. He looked very aggressive. I think that's going to translate into the season because I feel like Montez know these guys are not going to be here, and especially if they trade Vucevic and they really all they got left is Vucevic for real, for real. So somebody else has to score. I mean, I know you got Kobe, but you're going to need more scoring than that. So I think Bazelis is going to be very aggressive this year, and he's definitely going to break out for the Bulls.
My breakout player for the Bulls, Patrick Williams. Because I feel like he's still gonna start. Last year,
It's over with him, dog.
hey man,
It's a wrap, dog.
I looked at Patrick Williams, bro. His like points average is 10. Like that's his most points he's averaged. And I think this is year 5. I think he's only averaged 10 points, like I think like once or twice. And I was like, that's sad. That is just
Dog.
bad.
I mean, granted, he on the most shots he's took in a game is 8, so he only take about 8 shots a game.
But bro, he was our lottery pick, bro.
Bro, he was the 4th overall pick.
And
How are
he's
you the
on
4th overall pick and you're only taking 8 shots a game, bro?
how was your career average 10?
I mean, he did have Zach LaVine and DeMar and Vucevic, but still, bro,
10, 10,
you're the fourth overall pick, bro.
10, bro. Come on, 10. 10.
Yeah. Damn.
Come on, man. 10. Not even 12. I feel like that's the borderline. Like at least 12. That's the borderline. Nah, bro. Patrick Williams got to break out, bro. I mean, he already a bust, but it's like you just got to break out. Like, especially there is no Zach LaVine. There is no DeRozan. Lonzo's gone. Damn near might trade Kobe White. Who knows when that's going to happen. Vucevic might be gone eventually. You got to break out, bro. So, Patrick Williams, man, you got to, bro. This is sad. This is sorry.
Yeah. Oh, gee, I think we forgot somebody from the Heat.
Who?
Khalil Ware.
I didn't bring him up. I wanted to bring somebody
Khalil
up.
Ware.
Nah, I didn't
He
want to
should
bring him
definitely have
up.
a breakout, bro. He only averaged 9 and 7 boards. He's
But
definitely gonna get into like a
I feel
12,
like
13,
I expect
14.
him to break out this year. I expect it. I pick players that is like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just did, because I feel like he's already a good player. Like, so I didn't pick like somebody that's already good. So I just kept that player like he's okay, but he should break out like this next guy. The Raptors. Who's your breakout player for the Raptors?
This one was hard for me too. Because if you look at
Kind of
their
hard.
roster, bro, like you would literally have to go to somebody off the bench.
It
And
was somebody off the bench.
I really don't think none of those guys is gonna break out for real. To be honest with you, and so I went with Scotty Barnes. I think that Scotty's a dog. Scotty's. I wouldn't say he's their best player, but he's arguably their best player. Between him and Brandon Ingram, I think Scotty is gonna up his scoring takes that 23, 24 mark. I think he's gonna be way more aggressive. And like we said, was he? I don't know. Was it last week's pod or pod before that? Somebody has to establish themselves as the alpha on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Scotty's gonna do that. I think Scotty's gonna be ultra aggressive, and he's gonna get to that 23, 24 mark.
My breakout player was Ochai Agbaji. I think it was like between him or Grady Dick, but I think Ochai Agbaji, I feel like he's a breakout candidate for them because they need like his shooting. I feel like he can't put the ball on the floor. Then it's like, man, I still believe if he would have went to the right team, bro, he would be better than what he is now, bro. I feel like him getting drafted to the Cavs just messed everything up. I just felt like that messed everything up, bro. Then he got traded to the Jazz. It's like, it ain't gonna work, bro. Like if he would have went to say the Wizards or something, different story, bro. I think it could have been a different story. But I think Ochai Agbaji could have a breakout year for them, man. Like you need somebody off that bench, even though they got a lot of fours. It's basically like Colin Murray Boyles, Grady Dick, and him. But I think he's a decent player, bro. And I think the shooting he's gonna bring on that team can help them. So I got Ochai Agbaji.
So what you think he gonna average now?
Because last year he averaged 10. I think he can average what Grady Dick averaged, which was like close to 15 points per game. I could see it.
But then look, what Grady gonna average then?
Maybe Grady might have a regress year. Because Grady Dick was supposed to be that guy. Next team, the Brooklyn Nets. Who's your breakout player for the Nets?
MPJ. I think MPJ, this is his team. He's going to shoot all the shots, whatever shot that he wants. I think it's not too far-fetched to say that MPJ might average around 24, 25 this season. Because he's a great shooter. He shot 39 from 3 last year.
MPJ.
And like I said.
Oh, go ahead.
You say what?
No, finish.
I was going to say he shot 39% from 3 on 6 attempts. So I think those threes, are going to go up to about that 8, 10 mark. Because he's literally going to be shot chucking, bro. And like I said, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. And coming out of high school, he was the projected number 1 pick. If he didn't get hurt, if he didn't hurt his back in college, he would have went number 1.
MPJ I think he been on the media tour, man. He been talking a lot.
Hey,
he been talking a lot, bro.
Did you see they spotted him? I forgot where it was at. My homie sent it to me, but they spotted him in some hotel with I think it was in Thailand with a lady boy in
Oh,
Thailand.
the lady. Wait, what? No,
A
wait,
lady
what?
boy. Yeah.
Okay,
Transgender. They spotted him with a transgender in Thailand in a Thailand hotel.
you should just don't say that word. Just say lady boy. But he been saying a lot of stuff, man, and people calling him just a dummy player right now, bro. He been speaking a lot on his mind. My player I got for the Nets is Drew Timmy. Show them why, man. You a dog, bro. He played decent for the Nets though when he played last year. I ain't gonna cap. He played decent. And I think the Nets ain't going nowhere, bro. They gonna be another bad team. So I think he's gonna play a lot. Wouldn't be shocked if they trade like Claxton at some point in the trade deadline and Drew Timmy has to start. Drew Timmy averaged 12 points and 7 rebounds. Don't be shocked if Drew Timmy give you like 17 points, brother. I will not be
So you
shocked.
expecting him to trade Claxton?
I would believe so. I wouldn't be shocked. I would if they keep him, I would be very shocked. What you holding on them for? For what? Y'all ain't going nowhere. Bro, that team's bad. That team is terrible. I can't wait till we start doing our over-unders, bro. I really haven't looked at teams and like the team wins and stuff. I really want to know what theirs are. But I got Drew Timmy, man. 76ers, who's your breakout player for them?
Jared McCain. Jared McCain, he played decent last year. He started to figure it out like in November when he had a bunch of 20-point games. He had like a couple of 30-point games, like 2 or 3 30-point games. But then he got injured. So I think next year he's gonna come back and do even better. He averaged 15 last year. But I think that, depending on if they sign Quentin Grimes back, I think he's gonna come back and do the same thing, or if not better. Because I feel like he figured out the NBA. He started to figure it out.
He was definitely hooping, man, before he got hurt. He was good. If he would have hooped like that, he would have won Rookie of the Year. I believe it.
Yeah,
He probably
for
would have
sure.
won.
Yeah,
If he would have kept it
yeah.
going, Joel would be hurt, Paul George, and he would have been hooping throughout, he would have won, bro. He would have won.
Mm-hmm.
I got Justin Edwards. Think he could be a key
I was
factor
thinking
for
about
this thing.
him
I'm surprised you ain't say him. You like him a lot. I'm
because
surprised
I
you ain't
don't know
say
if
him.
he's gonna get ticked. Like, I don't know if he's gonna get ticked.
That's true.
Because you got Eric Gordon. I believe they're gonna get Kyle Lowry minutes. I believe they're gonna get Eric Gordon minutes. And then depending on who you start or not, if Quentin Grimes comes back and he starts, then Jared McCain's on the bench. Or if Jared McCain starts and they keep Quentin on the bench, then you got Quentin. It's a lot of guys that that's gonna be in front of him.
It was kind of hard because it is a lot of guys. Eric Gordon is done, bro. He's
Yeah.
done.
You think
I
he
remember
done?
him on 2K. He was a good player on 2K, bro. And I remember he was supposed to go to the Suns, but they matched the offer. It would have been decent on the Suns. It's crazy because he still ended up with the Suns, but he was trash. Like, bro, he was trash. So it don't matter. Eric Gordon on the Hornets was good, bro. He was decent as hell. He was decent. He was really decent. And that stint with the Clippers when he got drafted, he was good. Eric Gordon was a good player, bro. He was a good player. But now I do got Justin Edwards, man. Or I got Bona. He could be their backup. I know it's Andre Drummond. But Andre Drummond is but I could see Bona. He played really good in preseason, not preseason, summer league, bro. And he could be their backup center. I was gonna say Janai Broom, but I was like, nah, I think he probably gonna be in the G League.
I was gonna say VJ. I was
either
VJ or Jared. Because I can see VJ. I can see VJ. See, look, VJ, Justin Edwards got to play in front of him too. So I can see VJ easily averaging like 13. I can see him doing what Jared McCain did.
No, that could be true. The Charlotte Hornets. Who do you got for the Hornets?
For the Hornets,
this wasn't hard. It was just some players. It's like I don't know. I named 2, but I don't know.
What's that guy? His name starts with a T. I was thinking
T.J. Salam.
But yeah, him. Don't sleep on him, bro. He's decent.
I didn't
He's
even think
decent.
of him. I didn't
He's
think about
decent.
that.
Him, but I got Brandon Miller though. I chose Brandon Miller. I think Brandon Miller. Once LaMelo went down, they put the ball in Brandon Miller's hands. He averaged about 21 last year. So if LaMelo goes down again and he stays healthy, I could easily see Brandon Miller getting that 23, 24. And then he shot 35% from three. I think he's gonna shoot better from three next year. And he only played 27 games. So I think Brandon Miller's gonna break out. I think that's gonna be his breakout year next year.
So I got your guy on here, Trey Mann. But the thing is, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with him with Colin Sexton now and Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't know if
And
Spencer
Dinwiddie,
Dinwiddie gonna get like a lot of minutes. I think he's more like a locker room guy, like you said last week. Just get them guys to get in order and stuff like that. But I was like, Trey Mann could break out because even though he played 11 games, he did hoop in all 11 games. You gotta give him credit. He did hoop, and I think he could be like close to a 6-man candidate. Then I did have Liam McKinley because, like you said they had a lot of guards, but then when I look at it, I don't know what they don't have a lot of fours really. Like it's
mm-hmm.
Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, T.J. Salam, depending on what he is.
Josh Green plays the four for them.
I'm not worried about him. And Liam McKinley, man, he was a good player. He was a good player at UConn, and he played decent in summer league. So I had Liam McKinley and Trey Mann.
He played better than Knipple.
So he was the reason they won that championship?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Knipple had a slow start in the summer league. Liam McNeely played well throughout the summer league.
Don't sleep on Ryan Kongberger, bro. You sleeping on him. You sleeping on that man. I'm sorry. Next, the final team.
I just don't know if he's gonna get ticked.
Brother, this is what I'm thinking. They start with Mason Plumlee. Then once it gets closer in their ass, he has to play. Unless you want to play that other dude.
Diabate?
Yeah, if you want to play that dude.
He's good. He played good for them last year. That's what I'm saying. He got to fight between them two.
Man, give me Ryan Kongberger, bro. I believe it. He's slow. He's slow as hell. He's slow as hell.
He's slow as shit. And they a fast-paced team.
He'll be all right. We said the same thing about Zach Edey. Look what Zach Edey did. He was good.
Zach Edey worked on his mobility, though. He worked on his mobility. He's faster than dude.
I agree. But was that not the problem? How a lot of people were saying, man, how is he going to go? How is he going to come into the NBA? Slow-footed, move slow up the court. Yes, he did work on it. I agree. But those were the same things for Zach Edey coming into the league. I remember Rashad McCann said he should have been the first overall pick.
Who, Zach Edey?
Yeah, because he was like the best player in college.
Best player in college. Yeah, no, dog. But Ryan, I don't think Ryan gonna get ticked, bro. He too slow, and then it takes a minute for a big man in the NBA to develop, bro. I don't think he gonna get that much tick this year, if he even does get ticked this year.
I'm sleeping on him, man. Last team in the East, the Washington Wizards. Who's your breakout player for them?
I got two people for them. Cam Whitmore and Keyshawn George.
Yep.
I think either one of them can break out. Cam Whitmore, he's just been looking for an opportunity. All that man needed was an opportunity, and now he has it on the Wizards. And Keyshawn George, he averaged about 8 points last year, but in the summer league, he jumped it up to 17. So I think Keyshawn George, he looked real comfortable out there in summer league. He looked like, he shouldn't even have been there. But I think the Wizards just played all their guys because that's going to be their nucleus for the next couple of years. So they wanted them to gel together. But yeah, either between Keyshawn George and Cam Whitmore, one of them is going to break out.
I did at Cam Whitmore. Now that I think about it, I think he's going to get some legit minutes. I can see him getting close to 15, 20 minutes. I wouldn't be shocked. I think he's going to play real good, and I think he's going to show, like, why the Rockets shouldn't have traded him. And I think he's going to show out in those minutes he played. Like, they really probably going to need him. I'm surprised you would say A.J. Johnson, your guy. I'm surprised.
Bro, it's too many people over there now, Jay. Really? Like, it's way too many people over there now, bro. Like, I don't even see him playing because before CJ got there, he would have been a backup point guard. But now CJ's there. Bob Carrington is gonna be the backup point guard. So where is AJ gonna play? AJ is not the shooter to play the two. But then coming off the bench, you still got Cam, you still got Trey Johnson, you still got Keyshawn George. Like, where's they gonna find a tick for him, man?
I named all those players, man. I forgot about Bilal Coulibaly. They still got him.
Coulibaly, yeah. Coulibaly, we forgetting about him. So
They got a lot of players.
where's AJ gonna get ticket? And then with Cam, like you said, Cam is gonna get about 20 minutes, bro. In 18 minutes, he averaged 12 with the Rockets. So if he get 20, I could easily see him averaging 15, 16. Because he's a great per minute scorer.
You remember they called him what, per 36? Because it's per 36.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that like during the season. He's great. They're amazing at per 36.
Yeah.
Before we move on, you think AJ Johnson gonna spend majority of the time in the G League again?
Yeah, I think they probably gonna put him back in the G League, so he can get some more reps. That's why Bronny spent so much time in the G League for him to get reps. So, I think it all depends on AJ's shot. Because I think he can play in the league defensively. He's athletic enough. He can play make. It's literally he can get to the hole at any given point. It's just his shot. Yeah.
Let's move on. The OKC.
Hey, hold on, before we go, you think after the deadline, not after the deadline, after the All-Star break, they're gonna start sitting like CJ and all of them and playing the rookies and second year guys more?
Yeah. Because they're most likely gonna. I said they're gonna be said they're gonna have at least 20 wins, but they're still gonna be a bad team. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if they trade like CJ or Chris Middleton. Like if they're out of, like, most likely they'll be out of playoff contention, or they'll probably do buyouts with them. They'll probably do buyouts with them, and then want them to go to contenders, and then they'll play their young guys way a lot. Like they're gonna be bad. The OKC Thunder, who's your breakout player for them?
Cason Wallace. This is gonna be Cason Wallace's third year in the league. They just won a championship, so he knows what it takes to win. He knows what it's like to sacrifice. I think this year he's gonna be more aggressive off the bench, because I feel like him and Alex Caruso are gonna be the first guys off the bench. And then now that he knows that he could be expendable next year, they can mess around and trade him as well, because he's gonna have to get paid. So I think that he's gonna come out aggressive and next year and show that, hey, you guys need to keep me and pay me. So yeah, I think Cason Wallace is gonna be a breakout candidate for them.
My breakout player is AJ Mitchell. I think he's, like we just talked about it earlier, like losing minutes. I could see him taking some minutes away from Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe, and I think he could be a legit good player on this team, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say he probably give you 12 points, but I think he can give you more than what he averaged last year. I could see him probably averaging like 8 points per game or something like that. He's a good player, bro, and he needs to play. And they gave him some bread. I know why they did it, but they gave him some money. They gave him a contract extension. So I think AJ Mitchell gonna break out for the Thunder. Like, watch out for him, man. He's gonna be a good player. He'll be a good player. The Houston Rockets. Who's your breakout player for the Rockets?
Amen. I think Amen is gonna actually have a jump shot next season. He shot 27% from three. I think that's gonna go up to about 33, or the league average at like 35, 36. I think Amen's jump shot is gonna be there next year, and he's gonna easily probably get close to 20 points next year, 18 to 20 points next year.
I got Reed Shepherd, man. This is it. Reed Shepherd go break out, bro. I can see Reed Shepherd give me 12 points off the bench, probably like 4 assists per game. He's gonna be the backup point guard, and majority of the shots is gonna be 3 points. We saw in the summer league, man. He went on his own personal 9-0 run, man, just for shooting threes.
Bro, that blew me because I low key did his under, because I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, they not going. I think it was like the first or second game. I'm like, bro, he not finna go out there and shot Chuck like this, like, and they not finna play him that much. I mean, I knew they was gonna play him because he ain't played during the season, but like, I didn't think he was gonna go out there and shot Chuck like that, bro. Bro, the man took over 10 threes the first. I think he took like, don't quote me on it, but I know he took, I want to say like 13, 14, 15 threes. I said, damn. He was out there shot. He was hitting though. He was hitting. I give him that. He was hitting. But I'm like, damn.
But isn't he technically the best player though on summer league? Like he's the best player technically.
Yeah, but you don't want him to get hurt. That's why I didn't think they was gonna really like play him like that. And then if they already see that you killing, they low key pull you because they don't want you to get hurt, bro.
True that. But I got Reed Shepard, man. Reed Shepard gonna show y'all something, man. He gonna show why he was the third pick. The Los Angeles Lakers. Who's your breakout player for them? I know who you gonna say.
This
You
one.
gonna say him? You
Oh,
gonna say it? I
DeAndre
don't
Ayton.
know. Oh no, it wasn't him.
DeAndre Ayton. Nah, you thought Bronny?
I thought Bronny was gonna sneak in there.
Nah. DeAndre Ayton. I think that with when he had Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton was averaging around 18 points. So now you got Luka and Bron. And I think Luka loves passing to his bigs, and Bron's a willing passer as well. So I think that with two willing passers like that, I think DeAndre Ayton is gonna eat because we've talked about it all this time. DeAndre Ayton has the skill set to be as good as Joel Embiid. He has the offensive skill set. He can post up. He got a midi. He can pop out to the three if he wants. His offensive game is complete. So I think DeAndre Ayton can get back to that 18, maybe even 20 range. So yeah, I got DeAndre Ayton.
Wow, Bronny didn't make an appearance. I'm shocked.
Nah.
The Bronny believer. Bronny, I hope you see this. Then you can invite Charles and me out to a Lakers game because he a fan of you, man. Definitely want to go.
Bronny.
My breakout player is Marcus Smart. I think he breaks out.
I was thinking about him.
You had him. You thought about him.
Yeah, I thought about him.
Marcus Smart, man, go break out 3-point shooting. Probably still one of their best defenders on the team. Like I can see Marcus Smart giving me 12 points, 15 points off the bench. It's just the thing is he gonna be a starter or a backup? But I saw that thing on Basketball Forever. Shout out to them. They're probably just gonna bring him off the bench, and that's cool or whatever. But he's probably the sixth man on the team now. So I think Marcus Smart could break out for the Lakers, bro. Like I think he's gonna have a bounce back year because I think he's probably just been hurt and unmotivated going to these weak teams and so I think because like real quick, I feel like the Wizards is the Wizard. And it's deep down, he did not want to go to no damn Grizzlies. Like deep down,
he killed with the Grizzlies though. He was killing when he was them little sample size. They was with the Grizzlies. He was killing. But I think he was averaging like 13 or 14 when he was with them.
But it's like, bro, like you go from the Celtics, that was the organization draft you, won Defensive Player of the Year, go to all these playoff runs, and then literally the next year they trade you, they win a championship.
Yeah, he was averaging 14 with Memphis when he first got that in them 20 games.
They're dealing with job nonsense.
Yeah.
He was over.
But people forget that Marcus Smart was a scorer when he was at Oklahoma State. So if he's in that 6-man role, they're gonna need scoring off the bench. So that ain't too far-fetched to say.
We got Gabe Vincent, man.
What Francisco at? Mr. MPC himself. That's what Gabe Vincent.
Francisco probably did. Wouldn't be shocked. The Denver Nuggets. Who's your breakout player for the Nuggets?
For the Nuggets, Bruce Brown. I think with Bruce Brown being back, he's gonna have new energy, new life. He averaged about 8 points last season. I think Bruce Brown is gonna get them about 12 or 13, 14 points. I think he's gonna be happy that he's back. He won the chip with this team, and when he was with them, Bruce Brown was amazing. I think that he's gonna replicate that same thing.
Mine is Tim Hardaway Jr. or Peyton Watson. I'd say Peyton Watson, though. I think Peyton Watson, bro, like, he's a good defensive player. It's about that time. Like, I think he's a really good defensive player. That offense just ain't it. But I could see him, like, maybe the second year under, why am I blanking on the coach name?
Coach name? Yeah.
Why am I blanking on him? It's Adelman. But I don't know his first name. I don't know why I can't think of the first name. It's not Rick. David Adelman. David Adelman. He's gonna probably have a good year. Yeah. Second year under him. So I can see Peyton Watson breaking out, giving me close to probably maybe 10 points per game off the bench. He just needs to do something, bro, because his offense is bad. Or at least be a better shooter. Like I can see him breaking out this year. I don't know why I was blanking on his name, bro. I knew it was Adelman. I just couldn't think of his first name. But the Los Angeles Clippers, who's your breakout player?
Bradley Beal. I know Bradley Beal averaged about 17 with the Suns last year. But I don't think that was an inspiring 17. He was disgruntled there. It was just bad all around with the Phoenix Suns. Now that he's on the Clippers, I think that he's gonna run more with the second unit. And he may not jump up to nothing crazy like 25 points or nothing like that, but I think we're gonna get a different Bradley Beal. I think we're gonna get a Bradley Beal that actually cares about winning. A Bradley Beal that's I think he's gonna average more than 17. I think he'll probably get you around the 20 point per game mark, 21, 22. Same thing Norman Powell did for them last year. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a different Bradley Beal now.
Got you. My breakout player is Bogdanovic. I feel like last year he kind of had a bad year to an extent, at least on the Clippers. And I think this year, with everybody, I know it's a lot of roles and other people's, but I think we can see him getting back to like a 6-man role for that team, bro. Like I can see Bogey giving me at least 15 points off the bench. Like, remember on the Hawks, he was really good for them. Like, starting 20-some points. I ain't gonna say 20, but I can see him getting to 15 points. Need his 3-point shooter, can handle the ball to an extent, could get his own shot. Like he's a good player. So I think Bogdanovic can replicate like being like a legit 6-man, maybe a 6-man candidate. You never know, but I think Bogdanovic breaks out for that team. The Minnesota Timberwolves, who's your breakout player for them?
Terrence Shannon. Terrence Shannon. He averaged 4 points last year. But when he played in the summer league, he jumped all the way up to 22. Like I said, I know it's the summer league. But I feel like it all depends, on how you look during the summer league. And he was ultra aggressive. His shot looked fluid. And now I think he's, since he played in the playoffs and he did really good in the playoffs, I think they're going to give him more tick next year. So yeah, Terrence Shannon is my breakout candidate for them.
You gonna get a Terrence Shannon jersey?
No.
And thought that was your guy.
He is my guy. He went to my school. I played with him.
Why you get the jersey there? Why?
I don't.
That ain't your guy. That ain't your guy there. I don't want to hear if Anthony Edwards leaves and Chandler Sharon dropped 25 points. I don't want you to be like, man, I've been here from the beginning.
I'm still not gonna get a jersey. I still mess with him though.
Nah,
that's like me getting a Danny Avnia jersey. I mess with Danny, but I'm not gonna get a Danny Avnia jersey.
But I feel like Terrence Shannon is. I feel like you mess with Terrence Shannon more than Danny.
No, I mess with Danny more.
I bet not see in 2-3 years a Terrence Shannon jersey when I pop up on StreamYard. I better not see it. I better not see it. I better not see it. Charles nasty, bro. He be doing this type of stuff, bro. He be doing this. He think he's slick, bro. He what? I'm telling y'all, he gonna pop up with a Terrence Shannon jersey. I'm telling you, he gonna do it. He say this now, but watch. No, Charles my guy, bro. Y'all know. But he nasty dude, though. He a nasty dude. But I did have Terrence Shannon, but it's really Rob, though. Rob breakout candidate. Like I said earlier, I think he's gonna get some legit minutes this year after year 2 like in year 1, he didn't play a lot. He just didn't. And I think this year too, I think Chris Finch is gonna give him more minutes and have more responsibility on the second unit playing. So, and like I said, I feel like he could start it. And if he does start at one point, he could break out for them. So I got Rob Dillingham, but I did have Terrence Shannon, but you named him so. But I got Rob Dillingham, man. I think he'll be decent, bro. The Golden State Warriors, who's your breakout candidate for them?
Quentin Post.
Ooh.
I think they're gonna end up starting Quentin Post because they don't have a big. Either they don't. He's not there yet, dog. Until he pops up on that roster, I got Quentin Post. Quentin Post. He averaged about 8 3 and about an assist. Last year. But like I said, since they don't have any bigs on their roster, he's gonna have to play. He's gonna play more minutes than what he did last year. He played about 16 minutes. I think that can easily go up to 20 to 25. Yeah, and I think Quentin Post is going to be their breakout candidate.
Mine is Moses Mooney. We talk about the Warriors too damn much, if we're being honest. But they need somebody else to come out that bitch and score. And we talked about Moses Mooney like a lot last year. Like he just needed minutes and he never got the opportunity. I do want to speak of that Steve Kerr situation. But I think Moses Mooney could break out. He averaged 10 points last year. Could he give me like maybe like 12 points, especially if Kuminga isn't there? And I think they're going to rely on Moses Mooney a lot more this year. So I can see Moses Mooney breaking out for the Warriors, man. I think he just hasn't gotten the opportunity. So I think he can break out. The Memphis Grizzlies. Who's your breakout candidate for the Grizzlies?
Jalen Wells. He was playing really well last season. Before he got injured. I liked how he came out in the summer league and played. He was aggressive with his 3-point shot. I think he averaged about 10, 3, and 1 last year. I think that's going to easily go up with Desmond Bane being gone. So somebody in that starting lineups is going to get more shots, and Jaren Jackson may not start to play the year off. So yeah, I can easily see Jalen Wells getting to that 13, 14, maybe even 15 mark this year.
I had Jalen Wells, but I had KCP. I think KCP is gonna have is obviously not a breakout, but just more of a bounce back. I think he's gonna be better this year, bro. Because last year I thought he was gonna be decent, but this year I think he's gonna be better. Like I can see KCP give me like 15 points per game. They're gonna need that shooting, especially from the corner and off the dribble type threes from him. So KCP is a breakout candidate. I think he actually will do it though. This ain't just for the clicks, man. I think he actually will play better this year, honestly. The Sacramento Kings. Who's your breakout player for them?
My breakout candidate for the Sacramento Kings is Dennis Schroeder. I think Dennis Schroeder is gonna break out this year. He's gonna obviously start if they don't go out and get Westbrook. And if he starts, that's easily about 30 to 32 minutes a night. And I think that, he averaged 10, 2, and 5 last year and shot about 30% from the three. If he knows he's starting, he's going to be more aggressive. And I could easily see Dennis Schroeder getting to that 15, 16 points per game. So, yeah, I got Dennis Schroeder.
My breakout candidate is Nick Clifford because they probably go trade a lot of those guys, man. I think he could get some legit minutes and he could break out. Like, it wouldn't shock me if he averaged like 12 points off the bench or something. He ain't gonna start right away, but I think he gonna break out for that team, man. It was hard for the Kings. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to pick a team, it was hard for them. It was very hard. It was hard. Like the East team was the Hawks, the West was the Kings. Who was gonna break out for the Kings this year? Dennis Schroeder wasn't bad. I wasn't thinking of him, but I got Nick Clifford, bro. Nick Clifford probably surprised a lot of people. A lot of people like him, though. A lot of people like him. Dallas Mavericks. Who's your breakout candidate?
For the Dallas Mavericks, I got Derek Lively. There was reports that Derek Lively was supposed to start last year. I think that he's going to end up starting this year. And he only played around 23 minutes last year. I think that's obviously going to go up. He averaged about 8, 7, 2 assists, and about almost 2 blocks. I think he's going to easily uptick that to probably about 12, 13 points. So yeah, I think he's gonna average a double too.
I believe it.
I got Derek Lively.
I got Max Christie. Max Christie played good last year. Now I know Cooper here now, but I feel like he's gonna probably be the 8th man off the bench. But I think he's gonna, when he gets the opportunity, when he gets the ball, he's gonna go out there and score. Because Max Christie was good. I was very upset the Lakers got rid of him. But Max Christie last year averaged 9 points, 42% from the field, 36% from 3. I think I wouldn't be shocked if he averaged close to double digits for that team, or probably around the same. But I wouldn't be shocked if he broke out for the Mavs. Max Christie's a good player, bro. They gave up on him, man, but they had to get Luka. So the Phoenix Suns. Who's your breakout candidate for the Suns?
Ryan Dunn. I think Ryan Dunn is going to come back better this year. There's no KD and there's no Bradley Beal. Yeah, you got Jalen Green, but Jalen Green and Book. I mean, you got Marcus Williams. But I think that Ryan Dunn like I said again, it's the summer league, but how they play in the summer league matters. He was aggressive. He looked shot hungry. He knew where his shots was coming from, and um, I think start the season, it's going to be the same thing. He's going to shoot well from three. He's going to know where his shots gonna come from. He's going to be confident in shooting the ball. So yeah, I got Ryan Dunn.
I got Ryan Dunn too, bro. I think the most important thing for him is just the 3-point shooting. If he can get better at that, he could be a really good player. Like last year, he showed like some flashes, but it wasn't consistent enough. But I feel like this year, like you said, with no KD, I think he's gonna be like I think he's gonna be good. And I think last week I asked you, I was like, they're gonna start him, right? You think they're gonna start him?
Yeah, I think they're gonna start him. Put him at the
4?
at third. Now who playing the 3 then?
Dillon Brooks.
It's gonna be
Dillon
Jalen
Brooks.
again. Dillon Brooks. Yeah, put him at the
they
4.
got Dillon Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah, put him at the 4.
Sounds
Because
like
last year he
man.
averaged 31% from 3. I think that's gonna go up.
Yeah,
I
that's what
easily
I'm
see that
thinking.
going up.
Yeah, I was thinking probably around
League average.
35.
Yeah, league average.
That's around
35,
league average.
36.
Yeah, so I was thinking about 35%. So I think he's gonna be way better this year, bro. Like I think he can I think he could give the Suns probably 12, 13 points. I think he could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good enough for him. Got 4 more teams. The Portland Trail Blazers. What's your breakout candidate for them?
I got 2, but really I think it's gonna be Donovan Clingan. In about 20 minutes, Clingan averaged 6, 7, almost 2 blocks with an assist. He's easily gonna play 25. He might play 25. I don't know if he's gonna play 30 because he is kind of slow. But if he does get to that 30 minutes per game mark, he's easily gonna double that. I can easily see Clingan averaging around 14 and like 11 or 12, bro, with about 2 blocks. Because if you're averaging 6, 7, and almost 2 blocks in 19 minutes, and now you're getting 30 minutes, he should easily be their breakout candidate.
Where that at him? Man, that's a good fantasy player right there. That's a good fantasy player.
It all depends on how many minutes he gets, though.
Don't be stealing players, bro. Don't be stealing players.
Stealing players. I do the same research you do.
Nah, bro, you be stealing players. Cause every time we meet, say you stole my player. You took
that's
the
why
dude.
That's why I do not conversate no more before the draft, bro. I don't do it no more because people take my players, bro. I can't do it.
No, you be saying that to Aaron though. You be saying Aaron be taking your players, bro.
He do, bro.
So he be taking everybody players because Tyrell sent that picture like the other day. He sent that picture talking about some he said when you was locking in on a player 3 rounds before they take him and he named Aaron. Aaron be stealing everybody player. No, though. I did have Donovan Clingan though. I thought Donovan Clingan was I thought he was good last year, just didn't get the minutes. But this year, I think he's gonna get the opportunity to get, like Charles said, around 25, close to 30 minutes. Like that's gonna be a double machine. He's already, man. Some people already say damn near like top 5 rim protector in the league already. Like some people damn near already saying that, and I mean he's shown it to an extent. But I think Donovan Clingan
just
show
mobile.
Yeah, he's not.
That's the only thing.
But he's still decent though. You think that's why they drafted Yang?
Mm-hmm. But he too skinny.
Yang gonna show some people.
So him trying to bang with bruisers, like Clingan can bang with bruisers, but if they go small ball or it's a faster center, he's cooked. Or in pick and roll, like he reminds me like of Brook Lopez.
I got you. Yeah, Brook Lopez was getting cooked. San Antonio Spurs. Who's your breakout player for the Spurs?
This one was hard for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like you said that the Kings are. This was hard because they got so many. Like you can't say Stephon Castle because he had an amazing rookie year. You can't say Devin Vassell. You can't say Keldon Johnson. Like they all had good years, bro. And then I feel like you can't say Keldon because there's so many other bodies where he gonna find a tick at. So like the player I went with was Victor. I know
Oh
Victor
wow.
averaged about 23 last year, but it was only a sample size. He didn't play that many games. So he only played like what 40-some games, 46 games or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So if you give him 60 to 70 games, that he could have easily averaged 25, 26 to 27 points. So I got Victor Wembanyama. I think Victor is going to be healthier this year. He was out there training with the Monks and out there training with KG. So, I think he's going I think Victor is going to have a breakout year, bro.
I got Jeremy Sohan. I think we can see
Mm.
an improved Jeremy Sohan. Probably maybe a better passer, a better 3-point shooter. Scoring wise, I don't really know, but I think like he could get me close to maybe 14 points per game. Stay around the same rebounds, 6-7, probably get around 4 assists a game, and just be a better 3-point shooter. Like he shot 53% from the field last year. Really good, but 30% from
Mhm.
three, I think that can definitely improve. And I think I will hope he worked on his 3-point shooting this summer. So I got Jeremy Sohan as my breakout candidate. New Orleans Pelicans. Who's your breakout candidate?
I got Messi. With Derek Queen being injured, and then him being, I think they say he's like 6'9", 6'10". I think Messi is what? Is Messi 7 foot?
He's 7 foot. I thought he was like 6'10",
Mhm.
6'11". No, probably 6'11". Maybe 7 foot. Not.
But yeah, I got Messi breaking out this year for the New Orleans Pelicans. He averaged 9, 8, and about a block and a half last year. Messi 6'11". So I think that say he played. How many minutes did he play last year?
I would say probably like
He played about 25. He played about 25, 26 minutes last year. I think they're gonna need that rim protection. I think he might average around that 30-minute mark. And then now, with Jajante coming back, with another playmaker on that team, I think that he's gonna not only score more, probably around 12, maybe. But I think he's gonna average a double-double next year as well.
I got this guy, and I'm kind of disappointed. Jordan Hawkins. I think it's time for him to break out, bro.
You was
I
high
don't
on him.
know.
You was high on him.
I thought he was good. I thought he would be decent, bro. Not up to like the Ben McLemore and all them type, but I thought he'd be decent, bro. And he's kind of been a disappointment. And so I think he breaks out. He averaged 10 points last year, and that's because majority injuries, but I hope he can get me close to 15 points per game. Is shooting. And the thing is, he's like a shooter in college. He only shot 33%. I feel like he should shoot higher than that. Like at least close to
Yeah.
probably like 36, 37%. Like I'm
Especially
not
if he was
putting
known as a shooter.
yeah, and I'm not putting him on like the scoop range, but I feel like this is kind of it for him. I feel like we got to see what he can do this year. Like he's been a disappointment, so I do have Jordan Hawkins as a breakout candidate. I thought he would be better than this. That's all I'm gonna say. I thought he'd be way better than this. Like I feel like he just be out there.
Mm.
And the last team we got is the Jazz. I wonder if we got the same guy for this.
I think we do. Cal
Cal
Filipowski.
Filipowski. Yup, we got the same
Yeah, yeah,
guy.
bro. Like, bro,
we got the same.
that man in summer league, dog. He damn near averaged 30 points in summer league, dog. Like, this was the Cal Filipowski they was looking for at Duke. This was the Cal Filipowski that they thought that his ceiling was. And then we both think that Lauri Markkanen is going to be gone, either by the trade deadline. So when Cal Filipowski gets his chance to start, or if they might start him, they might go big. They might put Ace Bailey at the 2, and Keyshawn George might come off the bench,
Oh
or
wow.
Isaiah Collier might come off the bench.
Oh
So if they
wow.
want, they can go really big. But yeah, Cal Filipowski, he averaged about 9 and 6 last year. I think he's gonna easily clear that. He might not get no double. He might get about 8 boards. But he's gonna that 9 points is gonna be increased.
Last year he showed when all them injuries and stuff, he showed like I could play. But in summer league,
Mm-hmm.
he showed I know it's summer league, but man, he showed me something. That
I
man was a
belong.
dog. That man
Yeah,
was a
bro.
dog. And like you said, 9 to 6 points. I think he could get damn near 15.
15,
Honestly.
15,
Yeah,
16.
15.
Well, and I feel like it all depends on Lori, though. It all depends on what they do. Because last year they were supposed to trade Lori at the trade deadline, didn't do it. The year before that, they were supposed to trade him, didn't do it.
They should have traded him then. Yeah. They should have traded him the year before. But Kyle Filipowski, man, he showed a lot, bro. Like, he was really good, like, this summer league and at the end of the year last year. So, definitely our
Mm-hmm.
breakout candidate. All right. Man, we could on the 2 hours and 55 minutes, man. We definitely doing 3 hours. But let's move on to our final power rankings from last year. But let's read off our 20 through 11 for TikTok purposes real quick. Then we'll go into our final 10 teams. So, if you got them, at number 20, I got the Miami Heat. At number 19, I got the Chicago Bulls. At number 18, I got the Sacramento Kings. At number 17, I got the Dallas Mavericks. At number 16, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. At number 15, I got the Atlanta Hawks. At number 14, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. At number 13, I got the Orlando Magic. At number 12, I got the Detroit Pistons. And at number 11, I got the Golden State Warriors.
At 20, I got the Chicago Bulls. At 19, I got the Miami Heat. At 18, I got the Sacramento Kings. At 17, I got the Atlanta Hawks. At 16, I got the Dallas Mavericks. At 15, I got the Orlando Magic. At 14, I got the Memphis Grizzlies. At 13, I got the Golden State Warriors. At 12, I got the Milwaukee Bucks. And at 11, I got the Detroit Pistons.
Let's move on to our top 10, man. At number 10, this is where I got the Indiana Pacers. Thought the Pacers were a really good team last year, man. You know, they went to the finals, and it was at the beginning of the new year. That's when they basically clicked and was they were the second best team in the league at the beginning of the year. But I know Tyrese kind of started slow and they were kind of mid early on. But I mean, going to the finals proves a lot, but do I think they was better than some of these other teams? Probably not, but they were still a really good team last year. They did win 50 games. So at number 10, I got the Indiana Pacers, man. They were a really good team last
year. Number 10, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. I thought they played very solid. The entire year they really didn't have any downs. They really didn't have any ups. They just played like really solid. So I got them at 10.
Minnesota at 10. Interesting. Good team, man. That's a good team. At number 9, this is where I got the Lakers. I got the Los Angeles Lakers at number 9. Look, you know, they did get Luka. They were still a good team with Luka. They were a good team without before they got him. The defense was good at one point. The offense was still good at one point, but like, yeah, they lost in the first round. I get all that, but I feel like they still had some growing to do. And like, you know, you're getting a star player and it just you got to get that to work instead of like a 20, 30 game sample size. So the Lakers were still a good team. I don't think it would be right to put them in the top 5 or something like that. So I got the Lakers at number 9.
At number 9, I got the Indiana Pacers. Like you said, Tyrese started off slow. They really kind of started off slow. And then they turned it around after Christmas. After Christmas is when the Pacers started to excel and start to play really good. I thought they played better than the Timberwolves. And that's only because of that run they went on after Christmas. Like I said, the Timberwolves, they were really like just solid the whole season. You know what I mean? But the Pacers, they really took off after Christmas. So I put the Pacers ahead. I got Pacers at 9.
Man, I wish Tyrese was playing. And he's not even going to sniff the court next year. He's not even going to sniff it. At least Jason Tatum will come back at least. That's Timothy right there. Another year when he come back, I got to defend the man in the group chat. Jesus Christ. But at number 8, this is where I got the Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers at number 8. Really good team. Kawhi Leonard came back somewhat late. James Harden had an all NBA year this year. Zubac was one of the best defensive players this year. They had a really good year. Yes, they lost in the first round. to the Denver Nuggets, but they still had like an overall good year. To some people, like they did win 50 games. They were because they were the fourth seed. No, they were the fifth seed. They was the fifth seed last year. So you know, could they have gotten better? Probably, but Kawhi Leonard just not being there. He was healthy down the stretch, but they were still a good team. So I got the Clippers at number 8.
Yeah, I got the Clippers at 8 too. Like you said, the Clippers they started the season off okay. And then once Kawhi came, they ended up going 26-11 with Kawhi when he came back, and then they ended the year on an 8-game winning streak.
They
So
did.
I got the Clippers at number 8. I thought they had a decent season. I thought they should have advanced, but to each their own.
They weren't beating the Thunder anyway. They weren't gonna beat them. They wasn't gonna beat them. At number 7, this is where I have the Timberwolves, man. The Timberwolves was a really good team. Anthony Edwards was 3-point god last year, attempted almost close to 10 threes a game. Julius Randle was good last year, too. Rudy Gobert was decent. They still, Nas Reed was good. Like, they still had kind of the same year as the year before, but they were good this year. And they exceeded expectations for a lot of people, especially us, because we did not think they was going to do all this. We thought they would
Mhm.
probably be at least mid to average, but they were still a top seed. Not a top seed, but they still won 49 games and went back to the Western Conference Finals again under Anthony Edwards as the guy. So I think they deserve, at least for me, to be at number 7. Like, Timberwolves was a surprising good team last year.
7, I got the Denver Nuggets. I thought that the Denver Nuggets, even though they didn't fall under 500 their entire season, it didn't look like a good brand of basketball. They were fighting for every single win. It just didn't look like the Denver Nuggets that we were accustomed to. Um, and so, yeah, I got them at 7.
At number 6, this is where I got the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, they were a good team, and yes, you did fire Mike Malone, but you were right though. They didn't look like the same team, but they were still like a good team. Jamal Murray didn't have like this little great year, but Jokic was still Jokic. He averaged a triple double. Aaron Gordon was really good last year. Michael Porter kind of had a down year. Westbrook was good for them, no matter what you think of him. Westbrook did have a good year for the Nuggets. He had some key plays for them. He had some not good plays for them, but he was still decent. But the Nuggets were still like a top tier team. They were the 4th seed last year, and I thought they deserved to be at least at number 6. Man, the Denver Nuggets at 6. They were a good team last year.
At 6, I got the Los Angeles Lakers. Just like the Denver Nuggets, they didn't fall under 500, and then even after the AD trade, they went 21-13. Because it was a stretch where Luka didn't play and Bron was carrying that team. The Lakers did really well last year, even when AD was hurt. Even though AD stayed healthy most of the time, when AD was out, you thought the Los Angeles Lakers would lose, but they didn't. When Luka was out, you thought they would lose, but they didn't. Um, and so, yeah, I got the Lakers at 6. I thought LeBron James did a really good job of leading that team. So, what was they, the 4th seed or
Yeah,
5th
no, they were
seed?
thirsty. They was thirsty.
Third
Yeah,
seed.
they
So,
was
yeah,
thirsty.
I thought the Lakers played really well.
We have entered to the top 5. At number 5, this is where I got the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets shocked everybody. Not me though. I thought they would be a good team. But no, though. I didn't think they would be number 3, though. I mean, I didn't think they'd be a 2 seed. I didn't think that, but I did think they was going to be a better team. The offense was better, but the half-court offense was bad. Their defense was elite. Amen Thompson took a leap last year. Jalen Green was still decent. Alperen Sengun was still good. Like, they just had a good team, and their defense was so great. Just lost in the first round to a veteran team and past champions in Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler. So, I got the Rockets at 5. They deserve to be in the top 5. They were a really good team last year.
At 5, I got the New York Knicks. New York Knicks. We had questions if they were gonna start off good or get out to a slow start, and they didn't. They started off really well. But towards the end of the season, after All Star break, they went 15-13. That's not good at all. But they salvaged their season. And they end up making it to the conference finals. We Some people would have thought they should have made it to the finals, but they didn't. but Cat played well for them the entire year. If Mikal Bridges would have gave us anything more, we could have went to the finals. But OG had a good year for us as well. Jalen Brunson was Jalen Brunson as per usual. So yeah, I got the Knicks at 5.
At number 4, this is where I got the Knicks. The New York Knicks, man, they were a very good team, one of the best teams in the East. They were the third best team in the East. They did win 51 games. They did go to the conference finals. Like Charles said, Cat was great basically the all year, average a double-double. Jalen Brunson was clutch player of the year, one of the best point guards in the league this year, man. He was really good. And those two led this team far in the playoffs to get out of conference finals. They probably should have went to the finals, but they did go far. And a lot of people didn't expect them to even beat the Celtics, including me. I didn't think they was going to beat the Celtics, but they did beat the Celtics. They went to the conference finals. So I got the Knicks in the top 4, man. New York Knicks at 4.
At 4, I got the Houston Rockets. The defense was great the entire season. The offense struggled a little bit. But they had a tough stretch in like February and March. But for the most part, the Houston Rockets exceeded expectations. A lot of people didn't think they were going to be top 16. They probably thought they were going to make the play-in or playoffs, but they didn't expect them to be 2 in the West. So yeah, I got the Rockets at 4.
At number 3, this is where I got the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics won 61 games. Obviously, a lot of people thought they would be the top team in the league, and in the East, they wasn't, but they were still really good. If you want to say they regressed from last year when they won a championship, that's fine, but they were still good. Jason Tatum had an all NBA year. Jaylen Brown, he had a down year for his standards. Honestly, a lot of them had a down year for their standards, but the fact that with that, they still won 61 games, and that's led by Jason Tatum himself. But this team did lose in the second round to the Knicks. Like I said, I thought the Celtics were going to beat them. They didn't, but they still had a really good year. But to them, they probably was a failure, but they were like the third best team in the league. So I got the Celtics at 3.
Same. I got the Celtics at 3 as well. For all the reasons that you said. Only thing that I can add on to it, the only 2 people that showed up that year was Jason Tatum and Derek White. Them the only 2 people that showed up that year. They played well throughout the season. They had a tough stretch in like December and January, but they ended up ending strong. And if Jason Tatum didn't get hurt, we probably would be talking about them in the finals or in the conference finals. So yeah, I got the Celtics at 3 as well.
And then with number 2, if we got the same at number 2, we know what number 1 is. And number 2, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. They won 64 games, shocked everybody. Nobody thought they would be this high, including me. I thought they would probably be like the 5th best team in the East. They were really good. The defense was it kind of fell off to an extent, but the offense was amazing. They had probably top 2, top 3 offense in the league. Donovan Mitchell had a really good year. Evan Mobley showed a lot of people what he could do on the offensive end. Darius Garland had a bounce back year from the year before. This team was just overall really good. They just lost in the second round to the Pacers, but the Cavs are 2. And then the number 1, obviously, is the Thunder. Thunder were the best team all year from day one. Best defense, greatest, damn near arguably the greatest defense ever. A top 5 offense in the league, led by Shea, the MVP of the league, won the finals MVP. He did everything, man. Averaged 30 points. Jado was good. Chet played good, even though he got hurt. Alex Caruso was good off the bench as defensive stopper. Like, this team was just great overall. So at number 2 was the Cavs, and at number 1 is the Thunder.
Yeah, same. I got the Cavs at 2, and then I have the Thunder at 1. Only thing I can add to it was they was both dominant all season. Both teams were dominant all season. Even with the Thunder, when people went down and missed games, Shea showed up and showed out. And obviously, like you said, he showed why he was the MVP of last year.
All right, so for our final top 10, at number 10, I got the Indiana Pacers. At number 9, I got the Los Angeles Lakers. At number 8, I got the Los Angeles Clippers. At number 7, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. At number 6, I got the Denver Nuggets. At number 5, I got the Houston Rockets. At number 4, I got the New York Knicks. At number 3, I got the Boston Celtics. At number 2, I got the Cleveland Cavaliers. And at number 1, I got the OKC Thunder.
For 10, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves. At 9, I have the Indiana Pacers. At 8, I have the Los Angeles Clippers. At 7, I have the Denver Nuggets. At 6, I have the Los Angeles Lakers. At 5, I had the New York Knicks. At 4, I had the Houston Rockets. At 3, I had the Boston Celtics. 2, Cleveland Cavaliers, and at 1, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Can we talk about the Century teams next week?
Yeah.
I got 3 things, little quick things, real quick that we can get out of here. We had 3 hours. Remember we did our all-decade team? Remember we did that? So I kept forgetting about this. I had this in my phone for like 2 weeks now. Players' Choice did theirs, and they did theirs in total. You know, it was about 6 of them on there. So, and I want to ask you, do you agree or you don't like it? So at first team, no, I'll start from 3 team. At third team, they had Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, James Harden, Jaylen Brown. At second team, they had LeBron, Steph, Shea, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis. And at first team, they had Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Embiid, and Tatum.
No. I don't think Embiid should have been. I don't think Embiid should have been on the first team. AD shouldn't have been on there. They must have didn't take into account. They must have didn't take into account injuries and stuff. Well, how many games did AD play last year?
No, this is no. This is throughout. This is the half decade. The half decade.
Oh, the half decade.
Yeah, that's, but if I didn't say that, I guess I didn't say half.
They took out Embiid during theirs, didn't they? Because he didn't play enough games or something like that
no.
last year.
Wait, who?
Remember, it was last week we did that.
No, remember Embiid was first, and that's why he was upset because Embiid was on the first team.
And he should have been on the second because they took into account his games that he played.
No, they took account the peak
for the last 5 years. No, it was what players in the last 5 years, wasn't it? It wasn't an all decade thing.
Yeah, I meant my bad. I meant to say the half decade team. The half decade team, and they factor in Joel Embiid's peak from like 22 to like 21 to like 23, something around there. They factor that in. And I remember you was talking about like, if we go do that, Anthony Davis had a case to be on like the third team or something like that. And then you even said Dame. So, because I think when we were doing
team was what, Luka?
The first team was Luka. No, Luka wasn't on first team.
I'm talking about Players' Choice.
Oh, first team was Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Embiid, and Tatum.
No, I'm not mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
And CBS has Steph, Jokic, Giannis, not Tatum, Embiid, and Shea. They had Shea.
Okay,
you was arguing Shea shouldn't be on there.
Yeah, Shea
you was arguing Shea. And second team, they had LeBron, Steph, SGA, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis.
LeBron, Steph, Anthony Davis, Shea,
Kevin
Durant. Who else?
Kevin Durant.
And Kevin Durant.
And on CBS, they had LeBron, Tatum, Luka. I think Jimmy was on there. Jimmy and Kevin Durant. And the third
if we're not taking go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say if we're not taking into account injuries and stuff like that, that's cool.
I think injuries do play a part to an extent, but hey, if you was dominant, you was dominant. And then for their 13, they had Jimmy Butler, Kawhi, Devin Booker, James Harden, Jaylen Brown. Because in CBS, there was Jaylen Brown was good, man. They won Finals MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I think they factored that in.
James Harden, Jaylen Brown, Kawhi,
Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy deserves to be on there. Jimmy deserves to be on there.
You think Kawhi makes the case though?
That's what I'm saying. The whole injury things. Like if we not taking into account injuries, then Kawhi deserves to be on there. If not, maybe the second team. But
Kawhi makes a case, bro. Kawhi makes a case. Jaylen Brown was interesting, but I get it. He been really good, but he won the Finals MVP and Eastern Conference. So I agree with that. All right, the next thing I want to talk about. Did you see Steve Kerr talk about how he don't know how to develop young players?
Yes. Yes, I was gonna send that to you, but I forgot. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
I got it.
what?
I'll read this real quick and then you can. So Steve Kerr basically said, I really lean on my younger coaches. One of the ways the league is so different now is that we're not a development league. The schedule was different when I played. We have 3 games and 4 nights. Then you have 4 days off. So you have 2 great practices. Then he said, now the schedule is basically you play every other day. We don't practice anymore. So we have to develop these 19-year-old kids who are coming into the league without much practice time. Frankly, I'm not great with it. Like, I'm an older coach, so I lean on the young coaches. What's your take?
Bro, you just told me. Well, I'm not saying he can't coach because he's obviously won multiple rings, but that just shows me right there that you don't care to coach these young guys, or you just can't coach, dog. Like you telling me, I understand that you have games every other day, but at the same time, your main guys don't have to practice. If you want to develop these young guys, you tell these young guys to come in for practice, and you get them doing different drills, and you get them, you go through, watch film with them. You know what I mean? So it's ways around it, bro. So I don't want to hear that excuse of that we play games every other day because if you're a coach, you're gonna coach. And you're trying not to coach. That's what it is. That's why you're leaning on your younger coaches because you don't have to go out there on the court and actually be hands on with them as far as like defending them and things like that. You could be on the court with them and still show them what you have to show them. So that excuse of that I'm an older coach and all that's bullshit. That's bullshit. He just doesn't want to coach them. That's what it is. He doesn't want to do the developmental part of it, bro. That's it. That's all. Because there's ways around it, bro.
He
The
just
oh
told
we
him.
don't he definitely did, bro. Oh, we don't there's games every other day, so we don't really have practice. Nigga, you can tell the younger guys to come in. They're not playing anyways. You can tell them to come in and you can have practice with them. You can do drills with them. You can watch film with them, but you're not doing that.
When he said this, I'm like, I mean, everybody knew. Everybody knew you can't develop because what if your players is damn near already said you hasn't done anything for him in Kaminga? He's already said it. We watched it with Moses Mooney. We watched it with all them players. Like, honestly, though, like when you look at it, like what player, what young guy did they get who did he actually like develop? We can't say
None.
Curry because Curry was already good. Klay Thompson was already good. Draymond Green was basically already good. What player did
None.
he already develop coming in?
None.
We saw it with James Wiseman. You couldn't develop him. Moses Mooney couldn't develop with him. Kaminga, you haven't developed with him. But you just told on yourself, brother. Like Charles just said, like they could come in and coach. If you got a lot of off days, like if you got a decent amount of off days, they could come in and get some working in. You're the head coach. So I know like players now, they kind of lean, they kind of like they know you're the head coach, but they kind of like work with the assistant coaches more, but you're the head coach
Mhm.
and you're one of the greats. You're literally a top 15 coach ever. Literally, that was by like surveys and stuff. You're a top 15 coach ever. So they're gonna listen to you if you tell them, "Hey, we need to do this and this and this." They go listen to you. And plus, you got to give them tick. You don't even get them tick. You don't even get them enough playing time to even develop. Moses Mooney barely got tick. Kaminga could barely get on the court. So I was just like, we knew this, but it's like it confirms what we all knew. But it kind of does. I mean, I already knew. Like I kind of look at you sideways a little bit. Like it's kind
And
of sad.
then G, And then, G, speaking on Moses Moody came out in the interview and said the reason why his shot developed the way it is because he watched Steph and Clay shoot, and then he went back to his trainer and whatchamacall, and they worked something out, or they took some of Steph and Clay's drills and worked them into his own. So, another player just admitted that you didn't do shit for him. And you guys were so high on Moses Moody. But like you said, the man barely get ticked, and you barely even developed him or tried to develop him. This man gotta sit here and practice and watch Curry and Clay when you've been with them for years, and so you could have helped develop him. Sad, bro. It's
and
sad.
and Sean, like I get it. The Warriors are on a different timeline because you have Curry, so it's like we have to win. But at the same time, Y'all would have been better if you probably would have developed them young guys too. You could do the same thing. I get it. I understand that. But we got young guys, and we have Kaminga sitting right here who's very talented, but you don't want to develop this man. I don't get it. But forget Steve Kerr. He be tweaking. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about, man, let's talk about this WNBA, man. A'ja Wilson been going crazy, been dropping 30 points. I think in her last 5 or 6 games, she been giving you 29 and 12, 32 and 20. The first 30-20 game in WNBA history, 17 and 16, 30 and 16, 34 and 8, 32 and 12. Then she gave you 34 and 10. A'ja been on the road, man. She been on a dominant pace, man. And they've been winning, man. They on like a 8-game winning streak right now. Yeah, 8-game winning streak. Ace is rolling, bro. What you think about A'ja Wilson dropping 30 points?
A'ja is great, bro. She's showing why that she's arguably the best player in the league. I mean, her and Neficia, Neficia is cold. Neficia is cold too, bro. So don't sleep on Neficia. But A'ja Wilson shows why she's as dominant as she is. I mean, she kind of started off slow to begin the season, and the Aces they started off slow, which is crazy because they got that all-star team. But Asia's picked it up lately. They ain't no damn super team with that record. But A'ja picked it up.
They're 22.
I think they
22-14. Yeah, that ain't no super team. Nah, A'ja been killer, bro. She been on a different level, bro. Like this is like greatness like level, bro. Like she's definitely showing, like you said, in the league, man. She one of the greatest players ever. Like she is a dog, bro. Like the first 30-20 game ever. I know WNBA had been around forever, but get 30 points and 20 rebounds is dominant. I don't care what, like the women's and men's. I don't care. That is dominant, and no one could stop you on the court. Like she been on another level, man, and I think she deserves a lot of credit. And let's end it off with Paige Bueckers, bro. Paige Bueckers just had a rookie record last night, 44 points. 44. But she lost the game against the LA Sparks. Kelsey Plum hit the game-winning shot at the buzzer. But what's your take on Paige recently, bro? Like she been cooping, bro.
Hey, it's crazy because I was talking shit about Kelsey Plum. What was it, last week or the week before?
I think it was week before. I think it was week before.
So it's crazy she hit that game, went on them. But Paige has been hooping, bro. Paige, it was talks that Paige was better than Caitlin Clark. And if you look at their rookie numbers, Caitlin Clark, they averaged about the same amount of points. Caitlin averaged like one more rebound. She averaged more assists, obviously. But other than Arika, who else does Paige have? I mean, nobody. So like Caitlin still had Aaliyah Boston. She at least had Aaliyah Boston, and Arika hasn't even been healthy this year. She's missed a lot of games, bro. She's only played how many games has she even played? She's only played 29 games. And she's been in and out the lineup all year, bro. So they haven't even had no consistency to gel or to work together. But I like Paige, bro. I think Paige is cold, bro. Paige is cold. I think she just needs a better team around her. I wouldn't go as far as say she's better than Caitlin right now because Caitlin has this year. Caitlin's having a bad year. She's better than her this year because she's been injured all damn year. But Paige is cold, bro. Paige is cold.
You thought she would do this? I thought she would be like good. Like I thought she would be like a good player. Not this. She is cold.
She exceeded expectations, bro. She definitely. I didn't expect her to damn near drop 20 points. I didn't expect her to go off for 44 this season or 34. She went off for 34 one time. She got multiple 30-point games. I didn't expect this at all. I knew she was cold, but I didn't think she was going to do this right away in the WNBA. I thought it was going to be like maybe year 2 or 3, but not year 1. And she's really not even shooting the 3 like that. She only taking 3 threes a game.
That ain't a lot.
And she only shooting 33%. So most of her shots are middies and lays.
ain't gonna cap. Paige might be my top 3 player in the W, bro. She is cold. She is cold.
Nope.
And she had ethical hoops yesterday, 17 for 21, and only hit 6 free throws. Yes, she was getting busy on the Sparks.
She was 4 from 3 too.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie though. I don't think she need to play point. I think they need to keep. I think she needs to play the 2. I think they need to go get her like a defensive true point guard, somebody like a Kelsey Gray, and then let her play the 2 and be y'all scorer. I think Enrique, y'all trade her.
I was thinking that.
Y'all trade. Let her go. Let her go get some trade pieces back for her so you can help build around Paige. But I think Paige needs to be y'all scorer. She needs to be the 2. I don't think she needs to be the 1. I don't think her game is fully like, you don't get the most out of her if you put her at point. She's a scorer that can pass. I think she's better as a scorer than she is as a playmaker. Not saying that she can't play make. I just think that she's better as a scorer, and she needs to be in that scorer role.
I thought Enrique's fate was already done once they got Paige, bro. I thought it was over with, bro. Like, I just don't see how, like, honestly, I don't see how those two can coexist. That's why I really didn't want her to go to Dallas. I wish she would went to Sparks. That's why I really wanted her to go, because I thought the Sparks were bad, and it would have been nice for her to be on the big stage in LA. It would have been, and she was hooping like this on LA with her, Rakia Jackson, fine ass, Cameron Brink, and De'Erica Hamby. That team would have been good. Now,
that's a good team.
That's a really good team. Kelsey Plum is good. I know you said she was a top 15. You said you did say that. You did say that.
I still believe that. I don't care if she did gain them. The wings are weak. They literally only have Paige.
They are what?
And it took you to a game winner. First off, the game, don't get me wrong, game winner is a game winner. But she shot a floater straight off the backboard going in. Like, girl, come on now. Now, if she would have shot the floater and it went in all net, I'm like, all right, that was cold. But you used the backboard. Don't get me wrong. That's what the backboard is there for. You know what I'm saying?
What we doing?
That's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. But if you that girl, you would have shot that floater, it would have went in all net. I ain't trying to hit it.
That's hating. I can't even use the backboard. That's hating. That's some hate shit, bro.
No, I'm not saying that's what it's there for. Look, if I'm her, I'll pop my shit too. I don't care if it did go off the backboard. I'm just saying, dog. If she was that cold, she would have hit it all net.
And I think the Wings gonna get the first pick again, man. Who they need to get, bro? Who they need to get?
They gonna get her girlfriend. They gonna get her girlfriend. Because they say she's supposed to be projected as a top pick this next coming up year. They gonna go get her girlfriend. She can shoot. She can shoot. She's a really good shooter. So, and they need shooters around Paige too.
Put them back together in the backcourt. Trade Enrique somewhere else, wherever the hell she go. I don't know where she go.
They could probably get another pick if they trade Enrique to one of them teams. That gets a decent pick next year.
Man,
that might need her.
But she's just a shot choke, bro. She's Cam Thomas, but worse. She's worse, bro. Have you, bro? I know you be watching her shoot, bro. She be doing a lean 3. What doing, bro? She does that all the time. Just a leaning 3. That's worse than Tatum step back 3. A lean 3. What? I'd be like, bro, that is terrible.
What's crazy is she never shot 40% from 3. She's never shot at least 50% from the field. She's always shot at least 45 and under, well, 47 and under.
She's a bucket, but man, she a shot chucker, bro. It is. Yeah, man. Paige, that's already Paige's team, bro.
Nah, bro, her field goal, bro, the highest she shot her field goal percentage is 41%, and that was her second year in the league. Everything else has been lower than that.
She's been in the league for a minute now, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. She's been in the league for 6 years, 7 years.
Man, she's been in the league for a minute. But man, Enrique, a shot chucker, but Paige is a dog, bro. That's the rookie of the year right here, man. Is her rookie year better than Caitlin, though?
Stat
You
wise,
can
no.
argue it. You can argue it.
Stat wise, no, because Caitlin got the better stats. Caitlin was averaging 19, 5, and 10, but she also averaged 5 turnovers. And Paige is averaging 19, basically 4 and 5 with only 2 turnovers. So
I wish we could talk about Caitlin, but she hurt again. They said that she
yeah,
got hurt again.
yeah, Jim.
She
So they
ain't
don't know
coming
her.
back
They
to
don't know
probably
her.
plus the
Nah,
playoffs.
yeah. If that shit, depending on how bad the injury is.
They lost a lot of players like this year to injury, man.
Bro,
Kelsey Mitchell had a
she's
great
been
game.
out. She's been out since July, bro.
Damn. We ain't about to be in September, low key. Kelsey Mitchell had that one great game, that game against the Suns. This Connecticut Sun, man,
They
she
can't let her
dropped like
go.
38. She a bucket. She better than Enrique? Kelsey Mitchell better than Enrique? She better. Hey, I'm asking, man. You know, 2 bucket getters, bro. 2 bucket getters.
I'll take Kelsey Mitchell over her because Kelsey Mitchell at least knows when to pass the ball. Yeah, and she's more efficient.
But that's it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Follow us on all social media outlets at Full Court Entertainment Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to all our videos and shorts. Remember, we are on Apple Music and Spotify if you want to listen to the audio versions. We are also streaming on Twitch, man. Shout out to the people on Twitch who was probably watching. But you know, this was a good episode, man. 3 hour 30 episode. But that's it, man. Like I said, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and shout out to the people in the chat. We saw 10 people in the chat today, so shout out to y'all that did comment or just showed up. That means a lot to us. But that's it, y'all. We will see you guys next week. See y'all next time. Peace.